When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage is brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Good evening and welcome out to Martinsburg High School as we get ready for West Virginia High School volleyball action between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Our pregame show brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, or call 304-263-4343, as well as W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop back in the studio. Kyler High, Alec Epperson, our cameraman, and John Alderton is our on-site producer. Colin, should be fun. We're getting ready for the JV match here in a little bit. Hedgesville, the defending state champions, so we'll get a look at them for the first time this year.
Yeah, it's another measuring stick matchup for the Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs, who we saw last week go up against Musselman and nearly defeat them. It went 5 sets. They lost the fifth, 16-14, after trailing 2 sets to 1. But Hedgesville, it feels like, is just a completely different animal. The defending state champions, senior class of 10 girls. They're off to a great start at 7-2, and those 2 losses to the same program out of South Carolina, who, by the way, the #1 team in the state of South Carolina, and they nearly beat them the second time. Just fell 2 sets to 1 over the weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun getting to see the Eagles take on the Bulldogs here tonight, and I am anticipating a very good matchup.
Yeah, I would as well. I mean, Martinsburg's clearly shown some improvement. Spring Mills was able to take a set off of Hedgesville, and Martinsburg beat Spring Mills in 4 sets. However, looking back at that match, it did kind of look like an outlier set for the Lady Cardinals. But either way, you don't want to count out this Martinsburg team after what we saw last time around.
Not at all. If they can be at their best, they are a sleeping giant with that senior class. You have a lot of people so far stepping up as well that I've really enjoyed seeing, like the freshman here in King, and then setting it up as well with Hall and company. So this is a solid program underneath Coach Anderson in her first year, and it's a gauntlet of a start in the EPAC against Spring Mills, Musselman, and then Hedgesville, but so far they've seen up for the task and not backing down from any opponent that they've faced.
First time seeing Hedgesville in both varsity and JV action, but we have seen some good things from the Martinsburg JV as well. Players like Ariana Knoll, Ava Compton, Gracie Widmeyer, Olivia Roach have really been some standouts for this team, but overall they all seem to play their role and fit in well.
Yeah, and we'll get to see Hedgesville for the first time as well. And when we talk about the JV matchup, it's always consistency is key in every aspect. If you can have those fundamentals down tact, that's usually the team that comes out on top, and it's just self-inflicted errors that really cost the opponent the matchup.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will meet the teams for Hedgesville and Martinsburg JV Volleyball. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Howard Beck and Matsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Lachlan, let's go ahead and meet the teams. We'll start with the visitors. The Hedgesville Eagles JV roster looks like this. Number 1, Alexis Branner. Number 2, Brenna Cunningham. Number 3, Cameron Church. Number 4, Delaney Wilburn. Number 5, Kylie Riggs. Number 6, Rama Duramadu. Number 7, Bryn Kensinger. Number 8, Molly Lehman. Number 9, Lily Plogger. Number 10, Emily Hall. Number 11, Emma Myers. Number 12, Lydia Grove. Number 13, Catherine Sykes. And number 14, Kaylee Calhoun. In terms of Martinsburg's JV roster, it's number 1, Sadea Bourget. Number 2, Gracie Widmeyer. Number 6, Ariana Knoll. Number 11, Brianna Bailey. Number 12, Ava Compton. Number 14, Olivia Roach. Number 15, Madison Burkhart. Number 19, Emma Price. Number 20, Kara Rutherford. Number 24, Davida Mensa. Number 27, Jaden Hall. Number 35, Emma Spiker. And number 40, Kennison Wood. Colin, final few minutes here before the JV match gets started. What are you looking forward to about JV?
Looking for a competitive match. I was intently watching both teams' warm-ups while waiting for the pregame coaches interviews that you'll hear in between matches gearing up for the varsity match, and I liked what I saw back and forth. A lot of good passing here, looking at Hedgesville currently, and looks like some pretty good serves, so it should be a good one to begin tonight.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting. Like we said, we saw some standouts for Martinsburg so far. Hedgesville, the program that they've built over the years, one of the tops in West Virginia this past season, the state champs. So obviously that starts to carry over within a program and within an area. Should be fun here tonight, but we'll go ahead and take one last 2-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll get ready for the first set of JV volleyball. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
It's an instant classic. Hold still! Get Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
We welcome you back here to Martinsburg High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, John Orton, our on-site producer, Kyler High, Alec Epperson on cameras here tonight as we get ready for Hedgesville and Martinsburg JV volleyball action. Set 1 is presented to you on TV 10 by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. As well as Power Beck and Matzareff law offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit them online at www.lawpbm.com. Colin, any final thoughts about this one?
Nope. I'm all set. Both teams looking like they're all set as well, as you see the liberos coming out to get started, and it will be Martinsburg serving first.
Yeah, we'll provide some updates, I should say, on the 9th grade game.
Yeah, I was about to say, definitely not upgrades. We stink.
I think we're okay.
Like to see you out there.
Anyway, Hedgesville swings and gets the point. Looked like Cunningham there for the Eagles to get the kill. And it is early 1-0 Hedgesville. And they'll have the serve. Going back to serve it for the Eagles is Emily Hall. Played in the middle by the Bulldogs. Set up on the outside. Swing from Church. Teams trading the volley here, and Hedgesville's in the net. So point Martinsburg, 1-1.
Yeah, you saw there Martinsburg get bailed out after trying to feed Widmeyer early here in the middle. That's what they like doing. She is looking good so far this season, but a bad pass and a point nonetheless, but tough serve there.
I think that was Jaden Hall there with the service error. Hall's been pretty good for this team throughout the JV season, but they just made the mistake. First home match of the year for Martinsburg as well, Collins. So should be interesting to see what kind of crowd they get as here. This one heads out of bounds, service error.
Your back-to-back service errors. Like to see those cleaned up here in the meantime.
Martinsburg will serve from the far side. And there's another error. Olivia Roach that time serving for the Bulldogs. 3-2. Our score.
Yeah, both
favor of
sides
Hedgesville.
Putting too much power on the serves.
Delaney Wilburn will serve it for the Eagles. And Wilburn's serve heads over.
That was a good serve.
Yeah, nearly got an ace, but Martinsburg able to send it over to Widmeyer. Nice angle and a point for the Eagles from Lily Plogger. Tough spike attempt that time from Plogger, but she angled it in perfectly, Colin.
Yeah, that was a great job by Plogger. Almost looked like she was going up for a contested basketball layup with that angle.
So here's Wilburn again, and Martinsburg almost didn't seem ready for it. Widmeyer at the front of the net after Hall gets the dig. Bulldogs tipping it around and eventually send the free ball over. Hedgesville has to respond with a free ball of their own. Outside attack from Burkhart. Both teams on a long volley here. Widmeyer sends over a free ball. Big swing off block. Martinsburg recovers. Roger at the net. Plays it over. Plogger again. Both teams going back and forth. Hedgesville trying to set up the offense. Duramadou cleared over by Martinsburg, and they get the point from the back line. It's Knoll. 4-3.
Wow. That was a great volley back and forth. Yes, there were some sloppiness here and there, but overall, that is a hard-fought point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, both teams recovered well from
Yes.
some of their sloppiness and were able to keep that volley going for a long period of time. So now Martinsburg heads back to serve.
It's an ace.
An ace. For now, I think.
No?
Something against Martinsburg was the call, I think. So point Hedgesville, 5-3. Must have been some sort of rotation error, possibly.
Yeah,
There was a
Widmeyer
whistle
went back
as soon
to serve,
as
I
Widmeyer
believe.
went to serve. Lydia Grove will serve it now for the Eagles. Burkhart off of the deflection from Emily Hall. Point Martinsburg makes it 5-4.
That was a good pass over to set up Burkhart. Saw Hedgesville drifting over to our right side, and they attacked left, which shifted the momentum over for the Eagles, and they put it back to the right.
Ava Compton will serve it this time. Here's Grove with the dig. Sent over from the back line from Wilburn. Martinsburg trying to set up Bourget. Blocked at the net, and then Martinsburg gets it over. It is out of bounds. We're waiting for a call here from the officials as they seem a little bit confused on the volley there.
Yep, it looks like they're just going to redo it. You have the volunteer official saying it was in. He's pointing right at the line, but Hedgesville looks like pointing at the antenna there on the right as well, which seems to be crooked a little bit. So I think they're just going to redo it because for some reason the down official didn't have a call.
Well, we'll reset here. Martinsburg serving with Compton. And that serve heads into the net. Service error, point Hedgesville 6-4. Wilburn will serve it again here for the Eagles. Kensinger will check in for Hedgesville, as well as Cameron Church has been reinserted into the lineup. Kensinger's serve heads over. Knoll with the dig. Martinsburg will send a free ball. Duramadou at the net with the soft touch. Roger plays it over. Hedgesville trying to set up the offense. Church has to take a difficult angle, plays it off tape. Martinsburg can't handle it. It's a point for the Eagles, 7-4.
Yeah, if there's maybe one thing to be a little critical about for both sides, it's just too many free balls. And right now, yet again, Hedgesville, the one that's capitalized on them.
So that one heads off tape, but it stays on the Eagles' side. Point Martinsburg makes it 7-5.
And Cunningham not Cunningham, Kessinger just a little unlucky there.
So Martinsburg will serve here once again. I believe that's Burkhart. Spiker, excuse me. Saw a 5. Couldn't tell from over here if it was a 35 or a 15, but either way, it's a point here for Hedgesville as Martinsburg struggles to get it over. And they'll send Ramadou back to serve. Hedgesville for Cameron Church, too hard and out of bounds.
Yeah. Solid swing, just got to figure out that timing and a little bit tighter of a trajectory down. And too much air under it.
Point Martinsburg makes it 8-6. Knoll will serve. Eagles. Church sends it into the net on a tough angle on the pass from Emily Hall. Looked like Hall wanted to send a free ball over, but the ball ended up staying on her side of the court. 8-7 now as Martinsburg creeps their way back into it. There's a dump and 2 from the Eagles. Great job by Hedgesville's Brander to keep it alive, and the volley continues. Spiker at the net. Excuse me, that's Hall. Hedgesville for Cameron Church. Good job by the Bulldogs to stick with it there. And a free ball sent over. Knoll. Martinsburg can't chase it down. Point Hedgesville, 9-7.
It's a tough way to lose a point for Martinsburg. You had 2 straight free balls given to you by Hedgesville and you couldn't capitalize. And then the one that you send over, Hedgesville makes you pay for, puts it in a tough spot for Knoll to get a good touch on.
Emily Hall with the serve, and it'll be a service ace.
And she rolled those wrists over. You see her kind of trying to correct herself after the mistake. So, it's just little things like that mentally that at this level you'll see.
8-5 Martinsburg in set 1 of the 9th grade action. 10-7 here in JV in favor of Hedgesville. Play at the net. Bulldogs going to have to send a free ball over, and they do. Church, big swing, and in this time for Cameron Church, 11-7.
Good kill there on the outside by her. Seen a few times now they're trying to set her up. They like her in that spot here on the left outside.
Yeah, she clearly has some power with her swings. As Hall sends it into the net this time. Service error makes it 11-8 point Martinsburg, and they'll go back to serve. Wilburn with the dig. Church this time from the opposite side nearly gets the kill. Martinsburg will send the free ball over with Jaden Hall. And there, nice job by Plogger again. This time going to a soft touch solid. The defense was not paying attention to that back right corner, and she found the spot on the floor to get the point.
Yeah, I felt like that was a little close to being prolonged contact the way she directed that ball, but it's a point for Hedgesville, and I like the way that she found the hole and got it there.
It's a dig from The Eagles, this one will go through the net.
Not going to get stuck?
No, it will stay in play. Plogger sends a free ball over. Play at the net doesn't get over for Martinsburg, and it's a point for the Eagles, 12-8.
Good job there by Hedgesville to keep playing, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout taken by the Bulldogs.
Yep, Martinsburg burns a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We're back here at the Martinsburg High School. Hedgesville pulling away, and this is JV action at 13-8. Eagles with the serve. Martinsburg out of the timeout, and good job by Martinsburg to get the point with the kill.
Yeah, good passing, better execution. See if that is a little spark for the Bulldogs.
Olivia Roach will serve this time now for Martinsburg from the back line. And she gets an ace. Hedgesville couldn't handle it there. Molly Wayman tried to play it from the floor with the dig attempt, but she couldn't handle it. Sends it into the stands, and that makes a point for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. This one now, though, out of bounds. Service error. Point goes back to Hedgesville. It's 14-10.
Yep, good IQ there by Wilburn. Followed it all the way out and made sure it was.
So Wilburn will serve again here for the Eagles. 14-10, Hedgesville. And that one's out of bounds. Service errors being traded back and forth here. Point Martinsburg.
Staying a 3-point lead, 14-11 for Hedgesville currently.
Widmeyer's serve is an ace. Point Dogs, 14-11, or 14-12, excuse me.
Yeah, I like this angle that we have, too, behind them. Getting to see the different spins and whatnot put on the serves.
Wilburn can't handle that. Point Martinsburg, 14-13.
And somehow, some way, they get those knuckles on it as well, to where as soon as it comes over the net, it just drops.
So Martinsburg has gotten right back into it here. Hedgesville didn't seem ready for that one, but Church still played it. Plogger too strong and out of bounds. 14 all now. So just like that, Colin, Martinsburg has tied it at 14.
Yeah, they were effective with the timeout, fighting back.
Widmeyer with the serve. Wilburn keeps it alive. Plogger, soft touch. Widmeyer with a good job to keep that one alive. Here's Church. Mistimed her jump. Point Bulldogs, and they now hold the lead. Does Hedgesville take a timeout here?
Doesn't look like it, but that was a tough one there for Hedgesville to get to. Said kind of just misjudged the timing of the jump, but also pass way too close to the net, and now an ace for the Bulldogs.
Yep, point Martinsburg, 16-14.
Yeah, Widmeyer, very effective right now.
Yeah, she's on a nice run here. But we jinxed her. Right into the net there, so 16-15, and Hedgesville will take over on the serves.
I thought the home tape was supposed to be friendly. That hit and stayed.
Lydia Grove will serve once again for Hedgesville, and Grove gets the serve over. That one blocked, but off block. Martinsburg still gets the point with Burkhart.
Yeah, good job by Burkhart. Got the tool off to Ramadou, who went up strong, just didn't have some support.
Ava Compton will go back and serve now for Martinsburg, who leads here in set one of JV volleyball action, 17-15. Bulldogs with Mensah at the net. Trying to set up Duramadou. Soft touch. Duramadou fighting here at the net with the front line of Martinsburg. She ends up winning the point for the Eagles. Make it 17-16 Martinsburg. But Hedgesville will get the serve back here at 17-16. Over in ninth grade action. 15-11. Hedgesville leads Martinsburg in set one there. Bulldogs just got a point to make it 15-12 as we got a little bit of a delay in the action. Hedgesville with a good serve that time from Kensinger. Grove. Sets up Duramadou, and then a block from Duramadou and a point for the Eagles.
Yep, that time around she was in the right spot, and she's got those long arms and even longer legs to go right up and put it back where it came from.
17-17. Kensinger sends it over. That one heads out of bounds. Point Hedgesville.
I was waiting for Mo to catch it, but as the official, I guess you got to let it go just in case. You don't want to frustrate anybody saying, wait, that was playable.
18-17. That one heads into the net. So the service error gives the point back to Martinsburg. We're tied here at 18, Collins. So it's going to come down to these final few points. See who can pull it out.
Yeah, got to lock in here down the stretch in the best 2 out of 3. Want to take that first set and put the other team in do or die mode.
Emma Spiker will go back and serve. Spiker's serve is a good one. Duramadou with the free ball. Knoll sets it up off block. Point Eagles again. They're starting to dominate it on the front line with Emily Hall and Rama Duramadou.
Yeah, again, right spot, perfect timing. That middle line was looking good. Now Duramadou goes back to serve, so that changes it up, but they still got some good height up front.
19-18 our score here in favor of the Eagles. Big swing, but goes nowhere, right into the net. Point Hedgesville again, 20-18.
Yep, the block was ready for it again, but didn't matter that time as they were setting up Roach, and she put it right into the net. So block followed by a mistake gives Hedgesville the separation.
Duramadou, ball was misplayed there by Martinsburg, and another point for the Eagles, 21-18. See if the Bulldogs burn that second time out here as Olivia Roach couldn't handle that one.
See that a lot more, I feel like, here at the field house. Plays off the rafters just because of how low the ceiling is compared to other places.
Somehow Martinsburg gets that over, but they couldn't recover. Still got to give them credit, though. I don't know how you play that ball over the net, so great effort, but point Hedgesville. Timeout Martinsburg. 22-18 our score. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
John McLaughlin here. John Alderton, Kyler High, Alec Epperson are on-site crew. Dylan Bishop back in the studio. Eagles lead it by 4 at 22-18. Duramadou's service run continues for Hedgesville, and Martinsburg will send a free ball over. Dump in 2 from the Eagles' Hall. Now they're trying to set up Church, who goes to the soft touch at the net. And a violation against Martinsburg. I think they were in the net, so point Eagles. They're only a few points away from taking set 1.
Yeah, Church thought it was against her, but it was against her counterpart up front. So this time, Martinsburg unable to get the point out of the timeout, but now they get it off to Ramadou's crooked serve.
Yep, service error gives the point back to Martinsburg at 23-19. Eagles just 2 points away here from taking set 1 against the Lady Bulldogs. Ariana Knoll will head back and serve it for Martinsburg. Hall will send it. Church, great kill again for her. She's been really impressive here in this first set, Colin.
That she has, again, from that left side. They're setting her up, and after a slow start, she's definitely been very effective here in the first set. Now it's a match point opportunity for the Eagles because of it. Set point, yes. Thank you for correcting me now.
Emily Hall with a good serve. Knoll. Martinsburg does get it over. Good swing from Plogger. That's the kill, and that's the set. Eagles take it 25-19 here in set one of JV volleyball action. We will take a 1-minute break. When we return, we'll have set two. This is West Virginia High School volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
High school, 9th grade action, 22-19, Hedgesville, so they try to close that one out. Here in JV, Hedgesville takes the first set 25-19 to now have the 2 sets to win 1 advantage. Heading into set 2. Looks like at 9th grade it's going to be a 9th grade victory for the Eagles as well. Colin, what kind of stood out to you about set 1?
Well, we said it a good bit, a little bit there. Church on the outside, very effective for Hedgesville, and their passes and communication just seemed better. I mean, Martinsburg fought back at that first time out, made it a competitive match, but then again just kind of slowed down. Hedgesville was able to capitalize, and we'll see if that momentum carries over.
A little bit of delay here before the start of set 2.
Yep, making sure the rotations are in order.
This Friday night, Colin, you guys make the long trip down to Huntington for high school football action. The Bulldogs take on the Huntington Highlanders. Even though both teams lost last week, still a matchup that people expect to be at least 2 of the top 3, 4, 5 teams.
I was about to say, in a lot of people's minds, it's still number 1 versus number 2 in the state in sheer talent, so don't miss out. Hedgesville, Huntington, 6 p.m. pregame.
Martinsburg, Huntington.
Or Martinsburg, yeah, sorry. The other one wouldn't be as competitive possibly, but my mind was on volleyball here tonight. So Martinsburg, Huntington, thank you, Nick. 6 p.m. pregame, 7 p.m. kickoff. I was saying Hedgesville because Hedgesville was serving while we were talking about it and got the ace.
They did get the ace from Emily Hall.
The eyes and the brain weren't on the same page.
It happens. That's why I'm here to keep you on your toes. Lily Plogger gets another kill and another point for Hedgesville, makes it 2-0.
She's been doing that a lot lately. We saw her first swing was a great one for the kill, but now she's going with more of that kind of placed two-handed kill.
Yeah, and really
got these football players or basketball players not caring.
Yeah, you can't walk in front of the girls while they're trying to serve, especially because that really throws off your timing. If you don't know that, you don't really think anything of it, I guess. But got to wait, be respectful. 2-0. Our score here, Hedgesville leads. Luckily for the Eagles, Hall was still able to get it over. This has been a good volley from both teams. There's Church on the attack.
Another dumping, too.
Yeah, Martinsburg unable to really set up their offense.
Yeah, they do seem disorganized. We'll see if they can switch. Nope, free ball.
See if Hedgesville can take advantage. Set up in the middle. Off.
Great swing.
Of the hands of Jaden Hall, and a point for Calhoun that time.
Opportunities given, opportunities capitalized. 3-0 start for the Eagles.
We haven't seen much from Gracie Widmeyer in terms of her attacks here tonight. Last match against Musselman, it just seemed like she was owning the middle column.
Yeah, she's had a quiet start now. A roll of the tape, giving Hedgesville a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, I wonder if Martinsburg thinks about an early timeout here. 4-0. Emily Hall continuing her dominance so far here in this set. By the way, ninth grade getting close. 24-23 now the score. Still in favor of Hedgesville, but Martinsburg's on a run. And now Martinsburg ends the Eagles' run with a point there.
But again, it was with a free ball. You just were fortunate that nobody was covering the middle that you were able to put it in.
Hedgesville takes the ninth grade match, by the way.
Yep, first set 25-23, so very competitive over there.
Yeah, Martinsburg rallied back.
Here's Knoll.
Knoll with a good serve. Plogger into the net. Point Bulldogs 4-2. Ariana Knoll will serve again here for Martinsburg. Eagles in a little bit of scramble mode. Plogger can't. Oh, she did find the eagle. She's been very impressive with somehow hooking it in on these lines and keeping these balls in. Because normally you don't see that, especially at this level.
Very true.
So,
looks like we got some subs coming in.
Yeah, give Plogger her congratulations here tonight because she's been very good on that front line. 5-2 Hedgesville here in set number 2. If the Eagles were to win this set, they take the match in the JV as we await this timeout here.
Yeah, the officials talking with one another, not sure what's it about, but that is the cause for our brief delay here between Renee and Mo. So I didn't see anything there that would sound a bell in my head, but I'm not an official, so it's not my job.
My only guess is possibly something with the rotations.
I don't know.
But I don't know for certain. We're not down on the court either, so
it's true.
Hard for us to really know. I don't have any binoculars for you to read the lips for us, Colin, and tell us.
Need John Boy
on
the case.
Gonna need him. But instead, we'll just wait it out, I guess. That's all we can really do.
Remember, varsity to follow, so stay tuned here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Maybe they're just trying to get it so like the ninth grade match starts a little bit closer possibly to both matches, ending around the same time.
Your favorite lines? Judge is doing the freshman match, by the way.
Chris Strovel.
Yep, he's down there with his visor.
Well, he owns the lines judging.
Does he?
Every time we're here, he's doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
He's got a reserved spot.
Think so? They have the name on the handle of the flag.
Yeah.
You think he wrote it, though, or did somebody write it for him?
Davis Moore wrote it.
Davis wrote it for him?
Yeah. Does he have a daughter in ninth grade?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, it made sense before because, like, his daughter played. But I don't know if maybe he's got a daughter or somebody he knows or
I mean, he
something.
knows Carly.
Yeah.
Maybe he's doing it for Mike.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's scared to do it, I think, after his run last time.
He did it the one time. Said, never again.
Could be. Could be what.
Here we go.
We all can't beat Chris Strovel, you know?
It's true.
So I understand turning to him if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like possibly Carly had a nice little run serving over there when I glanced over, but not 100% certain. You said she's 32, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so she was serving pretty well when Martinsburg made their comeback.
There's Widmeyer, by the way. An off-block point out of the delay. And as we mentioned, it's been a quiet night for her. If Martinsburg wants to get back in it, you got to feed her in that middle spot.
Yeah, she can be tremendous. She obviously has good height there in the middle, has pretty good recognition of what kind of attack to use on the defense. Is there again.
That's in.
The Eagles get the point on a hard hit ball. That one coming from Lehman, looked like.
That was really close there to the back line.
I'm sorry, Cunningham.
Nobody was there.
So Cunningham gets the kill, make it 6-3. And Wilburn will go back to serve. Knoll over for Hall, and then somehow Martinsburg angles that one to get the point.
Yeah, that's a extremely difficult angle, and Roach able to get it off the tape. I don't think Hedgesville expected that to happen because of the angle, and kind of were getting ready to celebrate and got caught. But you get a point there on a serve error.
And Martinsburg's had an off night serving the volleyball, Colin. Something that they've been pretty good in their previous matches, it seems like, but just tonight hasn't been their night. We get a serve or a sub on as Grove comes on to serve. Here it's 7-4. And there it heads into the net, make it 7-5. Hedgesville leading Martinsburg. Set number 2, JV action. Widmeyer goes back to serve again. It's a good serve, ace. So Gracie Widmeyer makes it a 7-6 game. That is one area where she has had her night. That's serving. Had a nice run earlier in the match. Hedgesville plays a free ball over, see if Martinsburg can take advantage. He can't so far. Damaramadu with a dump. Bourget sends it into the net. Point Eagles 8-6.
And the timing just not really there.
That's been feeling like it's been pretty common for Martinsburg tonight as well. Just a lack of timing. Bryn Kensinger will head back to serve for the Eagles. It's a good serve off the tape. Martinsburg, though, is there. Burkhart with a big swing and out of bounds. Point Eagles 9-6.
Again, another tough angle, but shout out to Brianna Bailey for diving for that one to avoid the ace.
Kensinger, good serve. Knoll with the dig, and violation against Martinsburg, a rotation error.
Yep.
That's something tough. We've seen less of this season, it feels like, at JV.
Yeah, no, I'd agree, and I think we've seen it, here twice tonight?
Yeah, tonight maybe a little bit more, but we haven't really seen those as often, so that's good to see.
That was very close, and another mistake. No. These passes just too close to the net for Martinsburg to make plays on. I was mentioning, wasn't sure if that was going out. Knoll still played it, and now 5-point lead for Hedgesville.
Struggled with the serve receive. Kensinger right here just dominating. And again, Martinsburg can't handle it. 12-6.
Putting them into the net. You need to give yourself some space.
6-point lead all of a sudden for the Eagles. Another low angling serve that Martinsburg can't handle. 13-6.
And it's starting to fall apart. And right now they're being told to play it out.
Ball heads over here, so we'll have to wait for the serve. Kensinger stays in her rhythm, though, for now. Burkhart over to Wilburn. To Ramadou at the net with the left-handed hit and the kill. 14-6. It's all Eagles right now, Colin.
Yeah, Martinsburg still struggling to find it out, and Hedgesville just running away with it. They've looked like the better team here.
Good serve again from the Eagles. Doramidu at the net, this time with the big swing from the right hand. Bourget off block, point Martinsburg, that ends the run.
Great swing there by Sadeja Bourget. That ends the run. See if Martinsburg can start a run as Compton going back to serve, but Hedgesville's rotations just look smoother.
14-7 our score. Wilburn sends it into the net. 14-8.
All right, as I was saying that, there were a few bad passes that time around, so on the serve receive.
Yeah, Compton serving here for Martinsburg. Grove puts it into the rafters. Eagles can't read it well, and it's another point for the Bulldogs here, 14-9.
That time just miscommunication between Grove and I believe that's Branner.
And now the Eagles can't seem to handle a serve from Compton, Colin.
And both sides struggling on the serve receive.
So that makes it a 14-10 ball game on the service ace. 8-2 in the 9th grade matchup. Hedgesville leads Martinsburg. Trying to close out that set. This one off tape. Point Bulldogs 14-11, and the Eagles burn a timeout. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. 14-11 Hedgesville JV set 2 after they took set 1. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
11 our score in favor of the Hedgesville Eagles, and now the timeout. It's a service error ending Compton's run and giving the point back to Hedgesville. 15-11. Doramidu will serve. Last time she served, it was a real nice run for the Eagles, so could this be the moment where they close things out? Doramidu at the serve, and another serve receive error for Martinsburg results in an ace for the Eagles, 16-11.
Yeah, that hit the rafters on the Hedgesville side. As you saw, it came down on the Hedgesville side, but because it hit the rafters on that side, it's an illegal hit against Martinsburg. If it stays on your side when it hits the rafters, you can play it, but that was the call.
Good job, Colin. The rules analysis. Gene Sterator. That's you.
I wish.
Eagles hit it on their side on the rafters, and that leads to a point for the Bulldogs, 17-12.
It is crazy, though, how much we see those come into play here at the field house.
It does, definitely.
Compared to anywhere else you're at.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it until you pointed it out. Just how often it seems to happen here.
It is a lot more here.
That in the baskets, which I guess you could kind of consider the same thing. Church, big swing that time for the Eagles. Set her up again. In again, 18-12. Cameron Church has been very, very good tonight.
And she has, and again, from almost designated as her office here tonight. Left side on the outside.
She's not necessarily the tallest outside hitter, but she's been effective. Kind of reminds you of Villa in some ways.
Yeah, that's a very good comparison, I feel like.
Widmeyer, big swing.
There you go.
And a point for the Bulldogs. Keeps the game within reach here at 18-13. In 9th grade action, Martinsburg coming back again here at 10-6.
I think it might be Hedgesville at 10-6.
Yeah, I said Martinsburg was coming back.
Oh, okay.
It was 10-2, I think, earlier. point there for Martinsburg, makes it 18-14. Ariana Knoll will serve here for the Bulldogs. Knoll's serve is in. Hedgesville had 3 players around it, but none of them went for the ball.
They all just stood there flat-footed.
Like a puppy.
I don't even know if it was like that. I think it was the old, as Jim Klein used to say, kind of husband-wife. You do it. No, you do it. Yeah, poor communication.
It's probably closer to the analogy I was looking for. Eagles set up Church again. She tries to go for that corner where she's made a living here tonight, 18-15. Eagles send it over. Martinsburg able to send over a free ball. Both teams scrambling, and it's a point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, everybody for Hedgesville just got too close to the net, left that backside of the court wide open, and Martinsburg put it there, and they had to scramble to try to keep it alive and couldn't do so. But once again, Martinsburg fighting back and keeping this close.
Yeah, they just won't go away, it feels like. I mean, Hedgesville's definitely looked, I think, like the better team.
There you go, yet again, another tough pass too close to the net for Martinsburg to play.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like even when they have at times looked better, the consistency hasn't always been there for either side here. 19-16 Eagles lead in set 2, trying to close things out. Good serve that time for Hedgesville and an ace. I believe that's Lehman. I'm sorry. No, it is Raymond. Lehman, excuse me. Lehman this time, though, goes into the net trying to keep that low serve going, so a service error gives the point back to Martinsburg, 2017. 15-7 Hedgesville in 9th grade action. They're just 10 points away from winning set 2 there and winning the match. Eagles can't handle that serve. It's an ace for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, again, Wilburn, as taught, hit it straight up. She did her job, but just hit it too high. It came right off the rafter and straight down like a cannonball.
Or Jaden Hall, excuse me. Trying to get stuff going there. Cunningham on the attack. Widmeyer with the angled shot. Here's Cunningham with a big swing. Knoll can't handle it. Point Eagles 21-18. Daramadou back on here. Calhoun heads to the bench. Delaney Wilburn to serve it for Hedgesville, who leads by 3. Wilburn with a good serve. Knoll plays it into the rafters. Martinsburg can't get it over. Point Hedgesville, 22-18.
Timeout Martinsburg.
Yep,
again, these passes just too close to the net.
Timeout Martinsburg at 22-18. We're back in 30 here in set 2 of JV.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Our score in favor of the Hedgesville Lady Eagles JV volleyball action. If Hedgesville holds on, they win set 2 and they win the match. Wilburn, another good serve. Martinsburg able to get it over. A whistle and a point awarded to the Eagles for a lift, I believe.
Burkhart was trying to avoid going under the net when she went up to spike it and stumbled and went underneath and rolled her ankle there, but appears to be okay.
Gotcha. So 2 points away now is Hedgesville at 23-18. Ninth grade side rolling against Martinsburg 19-9. This one heads out of bounds. Give the point to the Bulldogs. 23-19 now. Roach, with the serve for Martinsburg. Woodmeyer, big swing off the block from Daramadou. Plogger sends it over. Martinsburg in scramble mode. They can't handle it. Point Eagles, and they're 1 point away from winning the match, Colin.
Yeah, just some miscommunication there when trying to decide who was supposed to go after that ball. And that just brief delay caused both of them to not be able to get there.
24-19. Lydia Grove will serve, and Grove gets the ace, and Hedgesville takes it 25-19 here in JV volleyball action. And now we'll just keep it here and wait the end of ninth grade, Colin. But your thoughts on this one?
Hedgesville looked good here at the JV level. They were the better team tonight. A lot more communication, a lot more smoothness, resulting in fewer errors. Still, obviously, some things on both sides that you need to work on, but for Hedgesville, they were able to capitalize and correct things during the volley a lot more that had them come out on top. I mean, give your hat off to them because of that. Martinsburg, though, still fought hard, just here tonight had too many mistakes.
Yep, we'll keep it here for some bonus coverage of the ninth grade action.
Yeah, let's take a look over there. Don't know players, but we can give you some bonus.
Yep, 22-10 our score in favor of Hedgesville, so they're just 3 points away and now just 2 points away.
Yeah, and they took that first set as well, so trying to go for the 2-0 victory.
23-10. And then after the conclusion of this one, we will take a break, roll into some varsity action. Get you some sponsors. I don't think I gave you the set 2 sponsor reads. Those were brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, as well as the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com.
Give our post-game one as well. Technically,
yeah,
I mean,
sure.
we can count it as our post-game.
I'm cool with that. Our post-game show brought to you by Rock's Local Markets of convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's, fast, fresh, friendly, as well as the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. 23-12. Hedgesville, ninth grade, trying to close it out. A big swing, and Martinsburg can't handle it. Match point here, Colin.
Yeah, good swing there. I like seeing that on the ninth grade side. So, see if they can go out strong and finish this one to allow varsity to get ready.
24-12. And there it is.
Just like how the JV match ended.
Yeah. Ace from Hedgesville makes it 25-12, the final at ninth grade. We'll take that 5 minute, we'll make it like a 7 minute break.
Yeah, they still got to tear down and whatnot before
down.
The 20-minute clock. So
yeah, let's make it like 7 minutes-ish, Dylan, and if we have to add a little bit more, we can.
Yeah.
But it's West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-Point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Ardenelville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
Mark Q's Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Q's Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Calling all South, Middle, and Martinsburg High School members and alums. On Saturday, September 6th from 8 a.m. to noon at Bulldog Boulevard, the Trojans and Bulldogs go head-to-head in the Battle of the Bargains. It's a community yard sale showdown. Who will come out on top? You decide. The winner is chosen by who can sell the most yard sale sites. Call 304-267-3545 to claim your spot, or by clicking the link shared on both schools' Facebook pages. All sign-ups must be done before September 1st.
Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. We're Mansion Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Another season of Martinsburg Bulldogs football is almost here. Don't miss your chance to be a sponsor and have your business or organization broadcasted to thousands of viewers and listeners. All sponsorship packages include in-game commercial exposure, and premier options include sponsorship titles for our pregame, halftime, or postgame shows, or choose to be an in-game quarter sponsor, and more. If interested, call 304-263-6540 or email colin@wrnrtv.com. The Martinsburg Bulldogs play here all season long, only on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Good evening. Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for EPAC Volleyball. Varsity action between the Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs and the Hedgesville Lady Eagles. Colin McLaughlin alongside Nick Verzolini. John Alderton's the on-site producer. Kyler High and Alec Epperson are our camera crew tonight. And back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Pregame coverage brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343, as well as W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Saw Hedgesville take a 2-0 victory in the JV action in the best 2 out of 3 in solid fashion over Martinsburg. And now we'll see if the defending state champions can get a sweep as well here against Martinsburg, who is 1-1 to begin the season, but very close to being 2-0, just falling short of an upset over Musselman a week ago. Had a 2-1 set advantage. Musselman able to fight back, force that winner-take-all 5th set, which went down to extra time, I guess you could call it, or whatnot, with the 16-14 set victory. And now it's Hedgesville on the mind of the Bulldogs, who are 7-2, coming off that state championship, Nick, and those 2 losses, as we said before the JV match, to the #1 team in the state of South Carolina. So Hedgesville, with its 10 seniors, looking to continue to dominate the Mountain State.
Yeah, I think this match tonight should tell us really how good Martinsburg is, because They competed with Musselman, but I don't know about Musselman this year. If maybe it will be still a down year. But what I do know is Hedgesville is really good still. They don't really lose too much from last season's state championship. I think they're still the favorites in the state of West Virginia. Martinsburg's shown some great potential in these first two matches, but tonight will, I think, truly prove how competitive they can be long term, especially when we get to playoff time, because Hedgesville's just different. You mentioned the 10 seniors, you mentioned all the returners from last year. Still have some of the best players in the state, like Parker Sutherland and Gracie Brown, Grace Laughwell. A lot of good seniors on this team. List goes on and on and on. I don't need to roll through the whole roster.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great program and a great team. So we'll see how Martinsburg is able to match up tonight.
Yeah, Coach Anderson in her first year, you'll hear from her later on here in the pregame, did mention that they took on Hedgesville over the summer in a match in Bridgeport, and I think she said that they actually won that one. I'm not sure if both teams were at full strength or not, but they aren't going to back down. We said the same thing against Musselman. They're at their home court. They're looking to defend it and yet again make a statement that they are one of the more elite programs here in the area in her first year at the helm of this team. And we saw how close they were able to get to knocking off Musselman. If they were able to get that close here against Hedgesville tonight, I think that gives us a whole new mindset for what the Bulldogs have in store.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what happened in the summer, but if they won, like that doesn't – no disrespect to Martinsburg, it doesn't matter, but it is great for your confidence.
Right, and that's the thing that she really keyed in on tonight, is getting that gives them confidence here tonight that you could possibly do it again.
Yeah, or you can at least compete. And I think if you're in the match, there's no reason to not believe. And I think that has been one big thing I've seen from this Martinsburg team, kind of a change in culture and a change in belief. And sometimes that's all it takes, is just believing in yourself, knowing that you have a chance, and don't be intimidated by the name on the front of the jersey. So that's huge. It seems like this team's got some confidence. They have some senior leadership. This group overall has just been together a long time. They played a lot of volleyball together. But it just feels like Hedgesville's got everything Martinsburg has times 2 or 3. Like, they just have more seniors. They got more experience together. They've won a state championship. So that's why I have a tough time feeling like Martinsburg will be able to knock off Hedgesville or even force a 5th set. But could they maybe take a set? Sure. I wouldn't be too shocked. But the Eagles are, I just think, better overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as long ago as what we were talking about during the Musselman match last week, but the last time Martinsburg was even able to force a 5th set against Hedgesville was September 15th, 2016, which, by the way, that was the last time Martinsburg won as well, 3-2.
There you go.
But since then, it's been sweeps or 4 sets, a 3-1 loss.
Yeah, I mean, and that makes sense. Hedgesville's been close to Musselman, but like we said the other day, Musselman hasn't lost to anybody in the EPAC outside of Hedgesville, and Hedgesville only has beat them 13 times in the Max Preps era. So
and now it's Hedgesville that's at the top of that list.
Yeah.
That's the team that you're trying to beat until we see different here this year between those two teams.
Still, I mean, Musselman has the aura, I guess you could say. They got Coach Martz. They got the state championship banners. They've had the best program. So you still got to be impressed with taking Musselman to 5 sets. It just kind of feels like, for whatever reason, the last few years, even though Musselman's still been able to win these matches,
there's been a transition of
they've
power.
been a little shaky. And, yeah, you're right. Hedgesville has kind of taken over. I mean, they swept Musselman, I think, the last time they met. And, like, Spring Mills took them to 5. Like, they feel like they've kind of taken a step back, but they're still Musselman. So I don't want to discredit Musselman at this point. It's very early in the year, too. Like we were talking about that match a week ago or whatever it was now, and we were like, it's only August. Now it's September, so you're getting into the heart of the season, but still very, very early. School just started a few weeks ago. Like, we haven't really settled into the high school fall sports season, so it's going to take a little bit before I think teams are playing at their top level. And that's why you might see Spring Mills first force 4 sets against Hedgesville, even though Spring Mills looked a little shaky against Martinsburg, or even Martinsburg taking Musselman to 5. I think it means a lot about the Bulldogs at this point of the year, but will that still be the case when we get into October? I don't know.
Step aside and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back here on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Just under 9.5 minutes away from varsity action between Hedgesville and Martinsburg in EPAC Volleyball. Let's now hear from both teams' head coaches. First joined by Allison Whitford, head coach of the Hedgesville Lady Eagles. Apologies here as I hit play. For some reason got a error there, so trying to see what the technical difficulties are for, but hopefully I can get this fixed here, but got to figure it out and allow this to reset.
If you want me to talk, Colin, I can talk while you figure it out.
Sure. It looks like for some reason the card somehow got loose. So
that has happened to me once, I think. So it does happen. Should be fine, though. It was playing earlier.
Yeah, it was fine here during the break, so.
But
it looks like I have it now. All right. First joined by Allison Whitford, head coach of the Hedgesville Lady Eagles. Coach, your team off to a 7-2 start, I believe I saw correctly. What have you liked so far this season?
Yeah, I like the versatility of our team. We have a lot of different options. Like this weekend, I think 14 out of 16 of us played, and it wasn't me just trying to get everybody in. It's my team is good enough. Whenever I need them, everybody is good enough to be on that floor. So we've been trying a bunch of different things in different positions, different people, and they've just really gone with that, and we've done pretty well so far. You mentioned the depth for your team, and you got to see a lot of that in action last year as well with
the youthfulness of your team now growing here from last year to this year, I guess, what are some of those things that you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, 10 seniors is crazy. So that's something nice to have. But we also have a lot of other big-time players that are younger. Like, for instance, one of our setters right now, she's a freshman. So she's really getting used to the speed, and she's doing a great job being coachable and kind of moving on with that. And some of our sophomores, Savannah Parker, who played a little bit last year, she was here. She hit or miss. Some games she was in, some games she wasn't, but she got a little bit of playing time. She's really stepped up as a sophomore, so I like that. I like our group of girls, and I like how we're moving so far.
What are, I guess, some of the main coaching points that you've been trying to hone in on here in the early part of the season for your team?
Yeah, I mean, definitely finding some connections with our setters, because we do have so many. We have 4 setters, and just getting connections there, and always serve and pass. Like, we got to be able to pass the ball to get any of we have a lot of hitters, and I love to get options with our hitters, so we have to make sure that we have a good first contact to do that.
Tonight you take on Martinsburg. What have you seen from them, if anything, so far this year?
Yeah, I mean, new coach. They obviously have a great hitter in an ISA, and I think they have a solid senior group as well. I think there's 5 or 6 of them that have played varsity for a couple years, so they have experience. I think they're off to a good start, so we'll see how it goes tonight.
What are the main things that you feel like your team needs to accomplish tonight to get the win?
Again, I just think serve and pass is huge. If we can get a good first ball contact and kind of keep them out of system. Like I said, an ISA, she's a great hitter. She's going to get kills, but we definitely want to make sure that we keep them a little bit out of system so that we can limit her numbers there.
All right, thank you for the time, Coach Whitford. Best of luck.
Thank you. Go Eagles.
Now joined by Kara Anderson, head coach of the Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs. Coach, last week your team comes very close to beating Musselman. Unfortunately, came up just short, but I guess get your thoughts on that matchup.
You know, I think the girls fought really hard. We saw a lot of things that we need to work on that we were able to do this week in practice, but, you know, I wasn't mad. You know, first time playing Mayor, having all those nerves and things like that. You know, they fought really hard, and I couldn't be happier with how they played.
What have you guys been focusing on in the week since then?
We have been really, really focusing on our defense and our blocking, making sure that we're getting that block closed. And if we are not closing the block, just where our defense needs to be set up at.
For you guys, it's only been a few matches. Other teams, they go do weekend tournaments and whatnot. What kind of, I guess, is your mindset and the scheduling only so far with the EPAC matchups that you've had?
You know, when I looked at our schedule when we first got it, I was a little intimidated by our first 3 matches, playing Spring Mills and Musselman and Hedgesville. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things, we had the opportunity to see what we need to work on, and we've had multiple opportunities to fix that. So being able to have that time every day at practice to be able to work on things that we need to fix, and I mean, I love it.
How do you feel like the girls have responded to, I guess, kind of your style here in the regular season when it comes to coaching?
I think they have a lot more grit and a lot more energy than what they had in years previous. I think with my energy and my fire that I give them, that discipline that I have built into them, I think that they're enjoying it more. They're having a lot more discipline on the court, and you can just see a world of a difference with them.
As you mentioned, it's Hedgesville tonight, defending state champs. What else is there really to say about them? But how do you make sure your team's excited and ready for the shot?
We actually had a matchup against Hedgesville over the summer in Bridgeport, which both teams competed really hard, and you know we had the win in that over the summer. So I think that's giving the girls some fuel too. Is, you know, we did it over the summer, we have the opportunity to do it now. So they've been working really hard, being able to put that stuff into practice that we need to focus on. Like I said about what we played and saw in Musselman, but I mean they have it. I don't really need to give them much. They want to win. They want to be disciplined, and they just want to have a good season, especially having 6 seniors. You know, they want to end on a good note.
Anything else, Coach?
Nope, that's all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
There you go. That was our coaches' interviews. Apologies for the technical difficulties prior to them playing. We step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll introduce you to both teams. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
Get ready to rumble! In this corner, weighing in at 7 ounces, Rock's Delicious Chicken Sandwich. In quarter number 2, a 1/4 pound Rock's Delicious Burger. Who's the best? You decide.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Arden-Nullville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
Back here live inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for varsity volleyball action on TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. Hedgesville finishing up its warm-ups here. Got about 20 seconds left. They are in the gold uniforms tonight with the blue shorts. Martinsburg in the all-black. Again, our pregame coverage brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343, as well as W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Let's now introduce you to both teams, starting off with the visitors, the Hedgesville Lady Eagles, coached by Allison Whitford, coming in with a record of 7-2 on the season. You have a senior number 1, Addison Groves, sophomore number 2, Emery Groves, senior number 3, Addison Seymour, sophomore number 4, Delaney Wilburn, senior number 5, Alexis Smith, sophomore number 6, Savannah Parker, senior number 7, Zoe Alwyn, freshman number 8, Lauren Barnhart, senior number 9, Grace Lathwell, junior number 10, Ariana Walters, senior number 11, Gracie Brown, junior number 12, Emmy Bishop, senior number 13, Jayana Ware, sophomore number 14, Rama Daramadou, senior number 15, Jillian Sykes, and senior number 16, Parker Sutherland. Now for the home side, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, 1-1 on the year, coached by first-year head coach Kiera Anderson. Sophomore number 2, Gracie Widmeyer. Senior number 3, Yaya Teasley. Senior number 5, Riley DeWater. Sophomore number 6, Ariana Knoll. Junior number 7, Abby Rupenfels, the libero. Senior number 9, DM Bajents. Freshman number 10, Ellie Palmer. Sophomore number 13, Sophia Ray. Senior number 17, Emma Bass. Senior number 22, Katie Zittel. Senior number 23, Anayase Villa. Sophomore number 27, Jaden Hall. Freshman number 30, Aviana King. And lastly, a junior number 34, Peyton McMillan. Nick, final thoughts before we take our final break.
Should be a fun matchup. It's Martinsburg, it's Hedgesville. The rivalry's always big. Seems like both student sections have come out to support their teams. So looking forward to it, Colin. See what this Martinsburg team can do. They've already found a way to nearly upset Musselman. So emerged as a possible contender. What can they do here tonight? against a defending state champion in Hedgesville. Should be
Step aside, take that last 2-minute break, and then we will be back for set number 1 between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
What's up, everybody? Tyson Bajan here. The greatest asset for a professional quarterback is a receiver with good hands.
At Next Level Auto Detailing, your vehicle is in good hands. We offer basic detailing packages, ceramic coatings, any restoration service for your vehicle, you name it, we do it. Call us at 703-786-6250 to take your vehicle to the next level. Let's go!
Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
Mark Q's Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Q's Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
There you go, a beautiful rendition of our Star-Spangled Banner here to begin a varsity match. Set number 1 brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at FordHagerstown.com, as well as Power Beck and Matt Zurich Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit www.lawpbm.com. I am Colin McLaughlin. I'm joined by Nick Verzolini, on-site producer tonight, John Alderton. Camera crew is Kyler High, and Alec Epperson. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Here we go for best 3 of 5 in the varsity match between the defending state champion Hedgesville Eagles and the Martinsburg Bulldogs.
Should be a fun matchup, Colin. Martinsburg proved that they could compete against Musselman the other night, but Hedgesville, as we know, defending state champs. A lot coming back from that team, 10 seniors. So it'll be a huge challenge, but Martinsburg has the confidence. New head coach has brought some good energy in Coach Anderson. Could possibly be a statement match tonight for the Bulldogs. Even if they were to fall, they showed great fight the other night, so anything's possible.
Katie Zittel for Martinsburg back to serve to begin.
Home opener, too, so great crowd on
Away we go. And it's an ace to begin as the serve goes over and Brown hits it back across into the Martinsburg bench. And that has been a huge emphasis for Martinsburg in the 2 matches that we've seen. That serve and getting points off aces, and they get it again.
Yeah.
Hedgesville with A mistake on the pass, a tough first contact, forced Bishop to try to put it back into play, put it too close into the net as she was hitting it in front of her own bench. Sutherland couldn't hit it across. There you go, though, and a collision gives Hedgesville the point, making it 2-1.
That's where Martinsburg could struggle a bit tonight. They don't have a whole lot of height. They made up for it against Spring Mills. Spring Mills has a ton of height, but Hedgesville even more. You have Parker, you got Sutherland, you got Bishop, you got Brown. There's just a lot coming at you.
Serve to Villa, set up by Zittel on the outside for Teasley, and a great job with the pancake, keeping it alive, and now get a whistle blown and point Martinsburg, making it 3-1. Don't know if there was a violation or if maybe they said that Seymour didn't actually get the pancake.
Well, Sophia Ray will serve. She was very good.
And another ace, making it 4-1.
Ray had a really good match against Musselman the other night. She's serving here.
Serve across, Brown. A good set for the outside, and out. Tough angle. Sutherland couldn't keep it in. Another point for Martinsburg, making it 5-1.
Yes, slow start here for Hedgesville.
So another serve here. Brown, set by Seymour. On the outside again, over the block, and kept alive by Ray. Villa, it's in. It's another point for Martinsburg. And they are off to a strong start here in the home opener, up 6-1 here in the first set.
Exactly what Hedgesville wanted to avoid was Villa getting comfortable, and she gets the kill there.
Ray serves it across. Another good setup. This time it's a little tap across by Sutherland, and here comes Villa. Down line, and Hedgesville keep it alive. They have to send a free ball, and it's short. Point Martinsburg, making it 7-1. Timeout. Hedgesville will take a 30-second break with them. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
Jonathan Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
Back here live. It's been a great start for Martinsburg here in the first set, up 7-1. Hedgesville has used a timeout already. We'll see if that changes anything. Nope. It's another ace for the Bulldogs as Ray just trickles it off the tape of the net, and it falls in for an 8-1 lead now for the Bulldogs.
Hedgesville looks like the team that's intimidated tonight so far. They just look a little nervous, a little out of sync. It's uncharacteristic of them. They've had a few opportunities but haven't taken advantage of them.
Groves, here's the setup again, feeding Sutherland. It's off block, point Hedgesville. That stops the run as Sutherland able to put it in between Bajent and Teasley that time around, as now going back to serve will be Emery Groves.
Yeah, I mean, they've been able to get what they want there with
And it's a serve error. Point
Martinsburg.
Martinsburg.
Set her up a good bit, but she hasn't always came through for the point.
So 9 serving 2 now as Bajent back to serve. Her serve, an awkward one, but it doesn't matter. Kind of just floated across. Addison Groves, the only one that made an attempt on it. It's another ace for the Bulldogs, making it 10-2. we go again. Same spot. Groves this time able to play it. Seymour sets up the middle. And an open space here on the near side for Sutherland. Agent couldn't get there. Point Hedgesville, making it 10-3.
Let's see if Hedgesville can start to get into a rhythm. Sutherland's going back to serve. It's still very early on in the set, so even though Martinsburg's gotten out to a big lead, it's far from over here. It's at one.
Serve short. It's kept alive by Rupenthal, but sent across on the first hit. Hedgesville on the attack, off block. It's a point for the Eagles. That time the kill by Walters. Making it 10-4. Here comes another one from Sutherland. And it's in, right on the line. Nobody followed it out. So it's an ace for Hedgesville, making it 10-5. That back line of Martinsburg just stood there.
Like you say all the time, Colin, you got to follow it out. It's like a puppy.
Yep, it's a sophomore back there in the middle. Don't know if it should have been her or if it should have been the libero and Rupenthal as that one hit right at her. Here comes Villa into the net. No, they say it was a block.
Yeah, up here it didn't really look like it, but obviously the officials have a better angle than we do. We're up here in the art room. So sometimes our angle isn't the best, but there is some controversy here on this call. Maybe we did have the right angle. I don't know.
I don't know either, but
I don't know how it gets better than Mo's view, right? I mean, he's right there.
That's very, very true.
It's maybe just wanting to confirm it here. And wow, they go replay.
Wow. So, looks like the down official had something different, and so they're just going to replay it. That takes away the point, but as you said, you felt like the up official and Mo had the better angle, but
I mean, he's right there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how you can really overturn him on it, but I guess so.
Easily taps it across. Here's Brown, and it's in. That one looked like it was going to head out, and at the last second, just came straight down in that back corner. It's a point for Hedgesville, making it 10-6.
Yeah, that could be huge, depending on how these next few points play out.
Hedgesville starting to run to chip away at the lead. Zittel across for Villa. Kept alive by Sutherland. Now a free ball sent across by Hedgesville. This time they feed Teasley, and it's into no man's land. Point Martinsburg, making it 11-6.
Yeah, great job by Teasley. She can be a big point contributor for this team. I think it would be huge. She has the height, has her moments where she does stuff like that that's really effective. So
now you see the Bulldog pups come out, and the freshman and sophomore. Villa off block, gets the point. Excuse me, senior and freshman. Bass, senior, now back to serve. The freshman, as mentioned, and Ariana King.
Yeah, King has been a real bright spot in the early part of the year.
Yeah, she's the setter, but puts that serve into the net, giving the point to Hedgesville. So a mistake there by her. Now some subs coming in for Hedgesville as Ware checks in. Also checking in for the Eagles, a freshman in Lauren Barnhart.
Yeah, who got some great praise in the pregame show. So,
and both teams with that second setter being freshmen on each side, and that blocked point Hedgesville. Brown up there to get it, as well as Walters. Making it 12-8, so the lead only 4 now. Ray puts it high. King for Bass over the block, kept alive. Groves, and now Ware. A free ball sent across. McMillan blocked. It's into the net. And we get a point for Hedgesville. They say that Rupenthal went underneath when she saved that off the net. So it's another point for Hedgesville, making it 12-9.
See if Martinsburg possibly gets ready to call a timeout here with it being a little bit of a run here for Hedgesville.
Rippenthal for King. She sets up McMillan, and it's blocked again. Walters with the roof, making it 12-10 as Hedgesville was slow out of the gate, but they are storming back.
Yeah, it's been the second unit that's been a big part of this run for the Eagles. Some of the subs coming on and providing a spark, and Coach highlighted it. She feels like everybody can play on this team.
Oh, there you go. Martinsburg answers right back with Bass heading it straight across to the opposite ends, making it 13-10.
I mean, both these teams do have a lot of depth. You're going to see them use the majority of their rosters here tonight.
Serve across. Where? Mistimes it.
Yeah.
14-10 now, Martinsburg.
This is really where you can kind of make or break the match. Those first 10 points or so, as long as it's not too big of a deficit, it can kind of not really mean too much in the long run, but this middle part here always very important.
Serve hits our line official. It's out, making it 14-11 now.
That's an easy call.
Yeah. Gracie Brown back to serve.
And Gracie been a great player for Hedgesville over the last 4 years.
Here's Ray. Stays alive, and a great tap across by Walters, and now a free ball towards the net. McMillan sees it and puts it right into the middle. It's a point for Martinsburg, making it 15-11 as the lead back up to 4 for the Lady Bulldogs here in the first set.
Yeah, that point that volley, I should say, just never really seemed to go Hedgesville's way at all. They couldn't get in sync on it. Good job by Martinsburg.
Takes a good swing and a great save there by the freshman King, keeping that one alive. Bishop to the back. Villa keeps it alive. Bajan across.
Both teams giving it their all. Great
Bishop.
block, too. But a point.
Off block, but it's a point for Hedgesville.
Thought for a second Martinsburg was going to finish that block, and that was one of the things Coach Anderson highlighted in the pregame. She wants their block execution to be a little bit tighter.
Grove serves. It's a line drive to Villa. King back across for Bass. Dug out. Now it's Hedgesville on the attack. Bishop easily thwarted by Martinsburg, and it's a point for the Bulldogs as Ray goes off block. Makes it 16-12, and now you have the swap in as Zittel goes back to serve. Teasley up front. Good rotation there by Bass and King.
Yeah, this could be a dangerous point here, too, because Zittel traditionally very good with her serves.
Straight to Brown. Here's the setup back for Ware, and she sends it out of play. Point Martinsburg. 17-12.
Yeah, Hedgesville in some trouble here in this set. They're down 5. Martinsburg only needs 8 more to take it.
Zittel serves across into the net, though, so never made its way across. 17-13 now for the point with the Eagles, making it 4-point deficit.
So both teams back to their starting rotations. Colin, could this be where you start to see Hedgesville take advantage?
Seymour to serve. Rippenthal. Zittel for Bajent. And it's a point. Seymour tried to keep it alive, and it's just too far out of her reach to put a good contact to. 18-13 Martinsburg now with Sophie Ray back to serve. Ray across to Bishop. Seymour sets up Sutherland on the outside, and that's the swing that you want to see from her. Point Hedgesville, making it 18-14.
Yeah, they had a lot of opportunities, it felt like, early in this set for Sutherland, and just some mishits that you don't typically see. But 18-14 here in this match.
Back to serve now is Emery Groves. Her serve. Off the net, and it goes out. Wasn't sure if the net was going to help her out and have it take a weird roll back in. Point Martinsburg, making it 19-14. Bajent serves. Kept in play. Here's Brown, and it's out. Just across the back line, point Martinsburg. 20-14. They are now up by 6 and 5 points away from taking the first set. Bajent serves it to Brown, who hits it straight up. They have the offense going. Here's Brown off block, right to Zittel. Tough one, and that is poorly executed by Martinsburg, giving the point to Hedgesville, making it 20-15.
Yeah, it was tough to handle. They couldn't really get a good pass in there. End up sending it into the net.
Sutherland serves. And it's an ace. Rupenthal was backtracking, trying to make the diving hit, and just barely made contact. 20-16 now. And it was Sutherland that gave that strong rally for Hedgesville earlier this set. Goes to Rupenthal again. Zittel for Villa. Hedgesville said that never went across, but they keep on playing. And that is out. Trying with the trickery unsuccessfully was Walters. It's a point for Martinsburg, making it 21-16.
Yeah, Hedgesville frustrated with the call there. Seemed like maybe earlier, though, they got away with one. I don't know. And we had the replay, so.
Freshman King serve.
I guess it evens out, but that's tough.
There you go. That is a great swing by Gracie Brown, giving the point to Hedgesville, making it 21-17.
Yeah, you start to wonder, Gracie's had her fair share of injuries, unfortunately, throughout her career in multiple sports. But she lose any of her power, any of her hop or anything like that? No. But that was a great kill there, and that's obviously very fortunate for her.
Set up for Bass, and she hits it into the net awkwardly. Looked like was second guessing what she wanted to do there, and the point goes to Hedgesville in the end, making it 21-18. Serve across into the net, and that gives the point to Martinsburg, keeping that lead larger than how many points they are away from getting the set win.
Yeah, whenever Hedgesville's gotten back into it, Martinsburg's just kept finding ways to extend their lead even more.
Here's Brown again, and that time it's out into the stands. It goes off the hop. 23-18 now. Martinsburg 2 points away from taking this first set. Here's Villa serving. Serves across. It's in play. Here's Brown again over the block and out. Good job there by Rupenthal.
Yeah, right.
That was as close as it can get.
Right idea, I think, for Brown to go the soft touch, but Rupenthal had a great read on it, and it did hit out, I think, so good call by the officials.
Set point opportunity, and there you go. It's an ace to end set one by Anayase Villa, giving Martinsburg a 25-18 set one win over the defending state champion Hedgesville Eagles here in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we'll return with set number two. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Welcome back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs, 25-18. They take the first set against the Hedgesville Eagles as we now head to the second set, which is brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, as well as the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Good crowd here tonight. Good student sections on both sides, and uniquely here tonight, both student sections right next to each other, something you don't usually see, but only one side of the bleachers open here in the field house this evening. So both teams decided to leave all their stuff right behind the court to our right. So you have the Hedgesville freshmen and JV kind of taking over the middle along with their male classmates that came to watch, and then Martinsburg took the right side. And Hedgesville student section more lively right now, even though Martinsburg's up 1-0.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the first set, Nick?
I didn't have any thoughts on the student sections, but
that's fine.
I do have thoughts on set one, and it's Martinsburg continues to prove that they're a contender.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's still very early in this match, but if it's going to be a year that we don't just pencil in Musselman and Hedgesville, this is the year. I mean, Martinsburg has already proven they can compete at the very least, so we'll see how these final few sets go. Maybe Hedgesville gets a little bit more in sync and quiets the noise, but so far it's Martinsburg.
Sutherland gets the first point with the block against Bajent for Hedgesville. Back to serve is Seymour with the 1-0 advantage.
To see how the rest of these sets play out, because Hedgesville did lose a set to Spring Mills, but dominated every other set.
Well, serve mistake is that one just out here in the near side back corner. Making it 1-1 is Zittel to serve now for the Lady Bulldogs.
I think it's 25-20. The set 2 loss to Spring Mills. Every other set wasn't that competitive.
Knuckler across by Zittel. Here comes Sutherland again, and Villa somehow got a point. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it is better to be lucky than good. That was right at court level, it looks like. Maybe centimeters between the floor and the ball. And Villa somehow put it across. Just got it over the net, and it landed just barely in the back corner. And now, though, after a great job by Villa, it's followed up with a serve error by Zittel. And just like that, it stays tied 2-2.
I mean, Villa's been one of the best players in the EPAC over the last few years. But, yeah, I mean, that one did kind of feel like maybe just getting a little bit lucky there. But sometimes also you got to credit the effort for her to get to that ball.
Brown puts it in the middle, Ray across, back to Sutherland, and Hedgesville take the lead. Excuse me, that was
Gracie, I think?
Brown again, yeah. I was thinking that was Sutherland just because they're similar in height, and the fact that Gracie was wearing a knee brace, but she's taken it off. That was my way of identifying her in the first set.
Yeah, the white numbers on the yellow jersey is a little bit tough to read. Luckily they
There's
don't have helmets on.
Sutherland. This time, though, flip it around. It's kept alive.
Martinsburg looks out of sync. They need a good possession.
Teasley blocked by Brown. Rupenthal for Ray. And a whistle points Martinsburg, making it 3-3. Must be somebody under or in the net, not sure. Looking over to see what the call was, and it was only verbalized, not any hand gestures.
Yeah, some sort of error or violation.
Ray serves it across, tied at 3 here in the second set. Brown off block, right to Ray. Zitto across for Villa. And it goes off both pieces of the block and down onto the Bulldog at midcourt for the Martinsburg point. And they take the lead for the first time here in the second set at 4-3. Ray serves, the liner across, and first contact goes into the net. It's an ace for the Bulldogs, making it 5-3. Ray starting from in front of the Hedgesville student section. Serves across, and it's another ace. Here comes the dance party for the Bulldogs yet again.
Yeah.
6-3.
Dancing since pretty much set 2 against Spring Mills when things really started to turn around for them, because set 1 of the year was pretty rough.
It was.
I was pretty surprised to see that team come out then in those final 3 sets and really play well.
Groves to the other Groves. Back to the other Groves. Addison, Emery, Addison was the order there, and that pass too close to the net for Villa to make a play on. Point Hedgesville, making it 6-4. Sutherland back to serve now for Hedgesville. Serves across. Rubenthal, Zittel for Teasley, and the timing wasn't there.
Yeah, Martinsburg with a few opportunities here to possibly build on their lead, but some missed timings and some missed hits get Hedgesville back in the game.
Yep, that makes it 6-5. Now that off the tape. Rupenthal ready for it, though. Here comes Villa with the swing. And it's a point for Hedgesville. We're knotted up at 6 now here in the second set. You saw Coach Whitford jump up ready to say that never came across, demanding that point be theirs. And in the end, it was. And that time, it's Martinsburg's as the serve goes out. As you heard everybody exclaim down below in the black and orange. Bagent serving now. And that's out. Point Bulldogs. Some miscommunication there. I thought I saw Addison Groves calling off Parker, and Parker still went for it. But I could be wrong. That time it goes right to Emery Groves, now towards the bench and off the... Wow. I was about to say it went off the divider here, but somehow that went over the divider and it stayed in play without making contact up there, because if it were to make contact, it would have been a dead ball. Martinsburg got the point nonetheless, though, off the kill by Villa, making it now a 9-6 Martinsburg lead. I don't know if I've seen that, though, here. It go through the rafters over the divisor in play. Or divider, not divisor. Divisor is you, Nick. You're very...
Divisor?
Divisive? Decisive? I don't know.
I apologize.
That's out. Point Martinsburg, making it 10-6. Did I create a new word, or am I accurate?
No, you
might have created a new word.
You're using proper English, I believe. Doesn't necessarily make sense for what you're trying to say, but
that's okay. Bagent keeps it alive. Ray sends it back. Hedgesville on the attack now. Can Brown get the point? She can. Multiple Bulldogs trying to dive for it. None of them can get there. That stops the run, makes it 10-7. Now we have some subs.
I don't know if divisor is a word.
Yeah.
Divisive.
Right.
I think is what you were going for.
Yeah, but if somebody's divisive, are they...
A divisor?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Never heard that.
Teasley. Cross. John's shaking his head saying no, so we'll go with it. What was the call there? It looks like they said Zittel with a 2 call, so must have hit one hand and then the other hand. That makes it 10-8. Nope.
Okay.
That would have hurt if it did.
Well, I don't know.
Serve error. Point Martinsburg. Making it 11-8.
It was a hard, shot to handle. For
that
sure.
It was.
And that's what probably caused the double hit there from Zittel.
King to serve now. Goes to Groves. Set up. And that is tucked in nicely, done by Gracie Brown, making it 11-9.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like when Hedgesville's been able to execute the way that we know they're capable of, they've been very good tonight. But unfortunately for them, they just haven't had the consistency at all. And Martinsburg, on the other side, give them credit. I mean, they've fought back a lot of strong hits.
Another serve error. That has become a common theme for the Eagles tonight.
Serve receive has been terrible tonight for Hedgesville, not just when they've been serving with the service errors, but they haven't handled the Martinsburg serves very well, and part of that might be just the way Martinsburg serves.
Bishop. Here's Seymour for Ware, blocked. Now they have to send it back to the back line, and a free ball sent across by Brown. It's a deep one, though. King for Peyton McMillan off block. Right to Brown. This time it goes off the rafter, so they had to play it quicker than they wanted. But Bishop gets the kill, making it 12-10.
See, like there, you recover, you set up Bishop well, and Bishop does her thing. That's the Hedgesville team we're used to seeing. But tonight they just haven't had that. Martinsburg, though, give them credit. I mean, they've clearly proven, I think, to be a legitimate team this
There's
year.
an ace. Great serve by the libero, Addison Groves, putting it right in front of Villa, who couldn't get there that time to get the luck on her side like we saw earlier. And it's now 12-11, Martinsburg up by 1 here in set number 2. Up 1-0 as well after taking the first set 25-18 here against Hedgesville. King sets up Ray. It goes off block. Groves keeps it alive. Ware back into the middle. It's meeting at the net between Sutherland and Ray. Now a dump across in 2 for Martinsburg. The attack by Sutherland blocked. And it's a point for Martinsburg as they say Sutherland made contact with the net on the swing, making it 13-11 Bulldogs. So the libero, Abby Rupenthal, will now serve. Serves across. And that's a tough one for Bishop to get to. She kind of just leans down instead of crouching down, and that's an ace for Martinsburg yet again, making it 14-11. Rubenthal again, serving it right to Bishop, and a side swing puts it into the bench. Another ace for Martinsburg, making it 15-11. Emmy Bishop. Back-to-back times they've attacked her, and back-to-back times it's paid off for Martinsburg. This time goes to Brown. Here's a setup by Barnhart. Bishop off block. Villa keeps it alive while stumbling. Here's Ray, though, with a free ball. Can Hedgesville capitalize? Bishop blocked. Groves. Here's another one. This time it's Ware blocked, and it's out. They get the tool. It's a point for Hedgesville, making it 15-12. Going back to serve now. Here's is Emery Groves, I believe I see. Serve to Villa. King for Ray. And they say it's off block. Point Martinsburg. 16-12 now.
This has just been super impressive from Martinsburg. I mean, Hedgesville works their way back in, but the Martinsburg Bulldogs just find a way to keep earning these points.
And there you go. Another ace. Zittel off the tape. And it just falls straight down. 17-12 now, Martinsburg up by 5.
Yeah, these low angling serves, we know they're tough to handle. That one, Zittel kind of got lucky, I think, with the way it hit off the tape.
Sutherland straight to Villa. And we get a point for Hedgesville as they say somebody went under the net. Didn't see who.
There have been a few of those little mistakes from both teams, and you never want to allow some free points on silly errors, but unfortunately there that ends a run for Martinsburg.
Rupenthal for Zittel. Setting up behind her is Ray, and it's blocked. Zittel keeps it alive. Here's Rupenthal across for Teasley. Teasley cross now to Hedgesville. Groves set up here. It's hit across by Brown, and another tough hit. Somehow, some way, Martinsburg keeps this one going. That is not the right decision. Seemed like it may be at the time, but the point given to Hedgesville as that is over and out of play, making it 17-14. Serves across. Teasley finds the angle past the block, making it 18-14 Martinsburg. Ray to serve. And it's another ace for Martinsburg. Right in the middle of Hedgesville's defense. And nobody can get there. 19-14, Martinsburg up by 5, 6 points away from going up 2-0 here against the defending state champions.
Been a very impressive game. Sophia Ray continues to play well.
Right to Groves. Overhit. Villa's there, and Villa gets called for hitting the net.
I thought she was going to create a great kill at first, but she did come down and hit the net, so good call by the officials. It was pretty obvious, but still, not to let something like that go. Thought Villa had good timing there, so it looked like she was going to possibly get a kill.
Serves across. That very close. Zittel just puts it across in 2. Martinsburg scrambling, and they can't get it. Point Hedgesville, 19-16. Can the Eagles find something within themselves and rally back?
Well, in set 1, they would get it down to about 3 and then couldn't quite finish the job. That's kind of how set 2's gone as well, Colin.
Here's Sutherland.
Been some opportunities, but Martinsburg shut the door every time.
Zittel for Teasley over the block, but not enough juice. It's Brown now with the kind of same ordeal. Here's Villa finessing it over. Bajents whiffs. Point Hedgesville, making it 19-17.
Yeah, last set there was a moment where I thought Martinsburg should burn the timeout. They didn't burn it. This kind of feels like one of those moments, but Coach Anderson proved to be right with trusting her team to fight through it earlier, so you understand.
Villa too far back and puts it into the net, and there's that timeout. 19-18, Hedgesville down by 1 here against Martinsburg, trying to tie us up at 1 set apiece. Taking a 30-second break and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
At the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, a very close second set. Hedgesville trying to fight back here against Martinsburg, who took the first set 25-18. It is 19-18. Martinsburg clinging on to a 1-point lead out of the timeout of the Bulldogs. It is Sutherland still back serving for the Eagles. Her serve's up. It's across to Rupenthal. Zittel tracking it down, sets up Villa through the block, and there you go, point. Martinsburg making it 20-18.
That's big out of the timeout for Martinsburg to get the point back, especially to get it with a Villa spike.
Brown hits it out into the stands, and that mistake makes it 21-18.
It's not like you come out of the timeout and maybe Hedgesville just kind of hits it into the net or
I was surprised she didn't go with a free ball there.
Yeah.
Bajent across. This time it's teed up for Brown. It goes off the net, and there you go. She gets the kill, making it 21-19. Rupenthal checks back in for Martinsburg on the opposite ends. It is Ware, and it is Barnhart who is back to serve. Serve to right, Zittel. Setting up Villa again. She just hits it to the back line, and it goes straight up from Barnhart. Nobody gets there. Bishop tried to, but couldn't do so in time. Point Martinsburg making it 22-19. And I wasn't sure about that move for Martinsburg, but it worked out.
It seems like every time you start to doubt the Bulldogs, they find a way to prove you wrong.
King serves across. McMillan somehow didn't go under the net. She just laid there in fetal position trying not to rock across. It's a point for Martinsburg, making it 23-19.
Hey, it worked.
King with a lob serve across. Groves. Barnhart with the set for Brown and tried to just finesse it over the block, but it's kept alive. And nobody's there for Martinsburg. Yeah. King put it straight up, and they just created a circle around the ball while it fell in the middle.
Yeah, kind of out of sync and out of positioning there was Martinsburg.
It's 23-20 now. Brown back to serve for Hedgesville. He's in a dangerous spot.
Martinsburg, too, is, though, with Brown serving.
That's blocked by Bishop. Here's Bass, left hand, blocked again by Hedgesville. Can they do a third? It doesn't matter. Bass puts it into the net, making it 23-21. Hedgesville back within two here in set number 2.
Bass went for the attack. Kind of a tough angle. Might have been better to go for just a free ball and live to fight another day, but she tried to do what she could with it. Unfortunately, hit into the net.
Brown, though, with a costly mistake. It's another serve that goes out of play by Hedgesville, and that gives a set point opportunity now for Anayase Villa in Martinsburg, who's already up 1-0. Here in set 2, it's 24-21, trying to put a 2-0 lead. Can she do it?
Well, Villa
it's in
did
play.
It last time, right?
I believe so. Here's Ware. Great swing, but an even better dig by Groves. Brown from the back line. The attack unsuccessful. Here's Ray. Out of play. Point. Hedgesville making it 24-22. But now you have Addison Groves needing to stay perfect to get the run.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, we'll see.
Serves across Rupenthal. King dumps it across, trying to get a trick play in 2. Here's Bishop. It's too high for Villa to play. And another point for Hedgesville makes it 24-23.
You don't see Villa misplay balls like that very often. Usually she is pretty consistent come up with some big hits.
So if Hedgesville gets the point, that forces a win by 2 scenario. If Martinsburg gets it, they win the set. There you go. It's a block across. It's another block, and it's another point for Hedgesville, and they have tied it up here in set 2 at 24.
Wow.
The Eagles fighting back here, trying to avoid going down 2-0. They've tied it up, and they have the serve with Addison Groves. Groves serves. Rubenthal. King. Free ball sent by Rubenthal across. Groves. Set up. Blocked by McMillan off Sutherland. Here's Ware. Rubenthal. Martinsburg get the point. It's Ray. Blocked. Hedgesville has the lead. 25-24. What a turnaround here in set 2. Timeout, Martinsburg. This is the Hedgesville team that you recognize.
Yeah.
The start, that wasn't the case.
No, it took them a while to get going, but they have started to find it here. And if you're Martinsburg and you let this set slip, that's a momentum killer.
It is. It feels like.
Hedgesville's the defending state champs. On paper, they still have probably the better overall roster, but Martinsburg's played better tonight. But if it's 1-1, all of a sudden things change a whole lot from 2-0.
Here we go. Ray. Blocked by Sutherland. Hedgesville takes set 2, 26-24 over Martinsburg, tying us up at 1 set apiece. They come back with 5 straight points to take set 2. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we will be back with more EPAC volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Back here live inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, we are now tied at 1 set apiece. The first set, it was Martinsburg 25-18 over Hedgesville, and Martinsburg had a 24-21 lead in the second set. Was about to go up, but Hedgesville storms back out of nowhere with 5 straight points to take the second set, 26-24. The defending state champs tied us up at 1 set apiece as we head to the third set now, brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. Set 3 also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, Colin, it feels pretty deflating if you're Martinsburg. However,
they've looked like the better team.
Yeah, until those final few points, right? And that's
very true.
Possibly the turning point of the match. Maybe now Hedgesville's found their rhythm, found their groove. But I just have a hard time also completely counting out Martinsburg, because while teams in the past, when you get in these kind of scenarios, tend to fall apart, Martinsburg, it just feels like they've gotten to a new level where they're competitive each and every set at the very least and have a chance to win every set this year against anybody in the EPAC. That's how it seemed the last 2 matches so far. But Hedgesville, like we said in the pregame, they were state champions last year. They dominated the EPAC. There weren't too many nights where you felt like they could lose. Is that still the case this year? They bring back the majority of that team, so on paper you feel like it should be, but Martinsburg's got a new coach. They've got a new life in the program. It feels like their energy, their focus, their just overall vibe is a lot better this season. So I don't want to count them out completely yet, but the momentum definitely hurts. The way they lost that last set definitely hurts, and it makes you feel like, okay, Hedgesville's going to come out here in the next 2 sets and play Hedgesville volleyball and play like the team that we expect them to be. But Martinsburg, I think, at this point has also proven that they're a pretty good team themselves. So I don't know how it's going to play out, Colin. We'll have to wait and see. We got a few more sets to figure it out at least. So
looks like we have a brief pause here as
what else is new?
Something going on possibly with the student sections. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't think I saw anybody talking to anybody. In the
saw Coach Anderson go into whoever of the athletic department is in charge here tonight.
She's getting
Coach
a raise.
So there you go.
She beat Hedges for a set.
And first point of set 3 is an ace by Katie Zittel and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Zittel to serve again. And it goes right into the net. The error gives the point to Hedgesville, making it 1-1. Hedgesville subbing in immediately is, for the first time, we'll see Jillian Sykes go back. Grace Lathwell as well check in.
Yeah, well, Coach talked about it.
And it's a serve error to begin the night for Sykes.
She feels like her whole team can be used. Sykes in the past has been a tremendous
I remember at the JV level, yep.
So maybe just a little bit rusty so far tonight, and comes out with the service error. So far the team's trading points.
Ray, the Bishop, Sykes for Sutherland's, and it's too strong. Point Martinsburg, making it 3-1. Dawson retrieving the ball there.
Great hustle.
Yeah, that's what you like to see from him. He always helps out his Bulldogs. Ray?
I haven't had a chance to talk to Dawson tonight. Usually he comes up and says hi.
Point by Hedgesville, making it 3-2. As Bishop checks out, checking in now is Groves. You have to say hi to him later.
Yeah.
First touch. A tough one by Ray into the Martinsburg bench. Hedgesville gets the ace, and they're tied at 3. Sophomore Emery Groves trying to give Hedgesville the lead. Great serve. And she gets another one. At first touch by Rupenthal, too close to the net for Zittel to get to. Hedgesville trying to turn the tide here. Another serve, this time into the net though. It almost looked like at the last second it was going to somehow bend the tape and come across, but the net becomes like a slingshot. Tied at 4.
It's been kind of a sloppy set so far. Neither team has built any momentum.
Maybe that's the start that Hedgesville needed. There's Sutherland from the middle. 5-4 Eagles.
She's really good. She makes it look pretty easy a lot of the time. And Feels like every time Sutherland gets one of those big kills, you're like, okay, here comes Hedgesville, but that hasn't really been the case. Martinsburg's recovered from them and found ways to still put up points.
Sutherland to serve. Villa. Zittel. Back to Villa. And somehow, some way, she does not go under the net. She hits it across and gets the point. We're tied at 5. That foot was very, very close to that middle line. It's King back to serve now. And there's an ace by the freshman who drops it right in front of the libero Groves, who couldn't get there. And that makes it 6-5 Martinsburg. Serve across. Knuckler, but Groves this time gets it. Here's Sykes. Tried to get it for Brown, but the pass was too far ahead of her. Now cross, they switch the attack. Both teams deciding to do that. It's back and forth we go. And it's a hit into the net as Bass just a little too far back, making it 6-6. Serving now for Hedgesville, I believe, is Barnhart. And her serve's out.
Trading points.
7-6 now, Martinsburg. Both teams, it feels like, trying to give the other the third set. Serve across. Backline attack. Almost got the point. Here's Bass. This time she hits it across. Hedgesville keeps it alive. Here's Gracie Brown. Great job by King off the block, keeping it alive. But here comes a free ball. Can Hedgesville capitalize? They go back to Brown. Over the block and right into no man's land. Point Hedgesville, and back and forth we go. It's 7-7. Brown back to serve. And it's an ace. Villa hits it into the net. Nobody can get it off. 8-7 Hedgesville now leads.
I wonder if this will be, I believe, the first time we have a 2-point lead in set 3. If this gets to that.
I was about to say, Hedgesville has to get the point first.
Yeah, I think that would be, though, the first time in this set.
Near collision and a free ball sent across by Rupenthal. Bishop. Off block, Villa. Puts it straight up. Here's King for Ray. Through the block, and it's in. Point Martinsburg. We're tied at 8.
So not yet.
Not yet. Nobody's separating themselves here in the third set, as we are tied at 1 set apiece in the best 3 of 5.
Yep, Friday night, high school football. Martinsburg travels to Huntington. Looking forward to that one. No Shepherd this week. They're on bye for the Rams. Head to Slippery Rock.
Where? Blocked, and it's out. Point Hedgesville as Bajent couldn't swing that block to keep it in play with King.
Bet you it gets tied at 9.
Groves to serve. Off tape. Villa has it. Here's King for Ray. Taps it over the block, diving in and keeping it alive. Great job there. Here's Ware. Somehow, some way, she got it over off the block, and it is another point for Hedgesville. There you go. That's 10-8 now. A 2-point lead.
It's because I said something. We had to end it eventually, so.
That is true. Well, make it 3. It's an ace. Addison Groves off the tape, drops it in the bucket, making it 11-8 Hedgesville. Martinsburg's bench trying to get behind the team out there. Just feels a little quiet in here. Unusual. King. Back to Rubenthal. A free ball sent across. Sutherland off block. Kept alive by Ray. They feed Sutherland again. And it's another point for Hedgesville, making it 12-8. The Eagles picking it up here in the third set. Serve. Rubenthal. Villa. Ray sends a free ball. Bishop trying to keep it going, and she does. Timeout Martinsburg. 13-8 Hedgesville. Leading set number 3. Starting to pull away. Step aside, take a 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
We welcome you back here in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. The energy shifting to the defending state champs, the Hedgesville Eagles, up 13-8 here in the third set.
Yeah, I mean, you gave up a 24-21 lead, I believe it was, in set 2 for Martinsburg. That was pretty deflating, it felt like. So you could understand some energy shifting in Hedgesville's favor.
Another free ball, and Hedgesville continues to tee off in response. It's Sutherland's making it 14-8.
And this set
There's just no attack right now for Martinsburg.
Yeah, and this set started, the teams are kind of trading points. It was 8-8, but now big here 6-0 run for Hedgesville, and they look like themselves all of a sudden.
Serve across Villa. King. Ray, too strong out of play. It's another point for Hedgesville, making it 15-8.
At least they were able to get an attack going, but unfortunately just hit it way too hard.
Grove serving again. It's in play. Goes into the rafters. Bajan across. Sutherland's in one. Martinsburg sends another free ball. Hedgesville licking its chops. Sutherland's too much on that one. Finally, Martinsburg stops the run, making it 15-9, and they can have that original rotation is going back as Zittel. Do they have answers? Zittel, the serve. Brown. Back across for Bishop now. Over the block, Villa, Rubenthal, Ray, down line, Ware, setting up Brown, and just hits it across. Martinsburg with the attack down line. It's out, point Hedgesville, making it 16-9. I couldn't see the near line, so I wasn't sure.
Doesn't feel like Martinsburg's been able to get the consistency that they wanted here in this set at all.
Sykes serves it across. Zittel setting up Teasley. Hits it right to Groves. Sykes. That one goes into the net by Laughwell. That gives the point to Martinsburg, making it 16-10. It's Ray back to serve now for Martinsburg. Ray serves. It's across. Sykes with the setup for Sutherland, and she went under the net at the last second. Point Martinsburg, making it 16-11. Is the door opening for the Bulldogs here in set 3.
Yeah, possibly an opportunity after a crucial mistake for Hedgesville.
Ray serves to Bishop. Sykes. Sutherland sends it deep. Ray keeps it alive. Zittel. Villa at the net. And we get an in-the-net call. Point Martinsburg. That was Hedgesville's all the way. But somebody made contact with the net, giving the point to the Bulldogs, making it 16-12.
Seemed like some disagreements from Hedgesville, but officials don't overturn.
Sutherland, though, with the screamer and the kill off block, making it 17-12. Nothing you can do there if you're Teasley.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you had a few of those opportunities taken away if you're Hedgesville because of some misplays and some violations, but that time no violations, all Sutherland.
Zittel for Teasley, blocked! Brown and Sutherland extend the lead back to 6 at 18-12.
Yeah, and that's... And they can really get it going. I mean, those two up front.
Ace! Things falling apart here in the third set for Martinsburg. 19-12. Hedgesville.
Yeah, Martinsburg's just kind of lost control of what they do well.
There you go, a serve error. Emery Groves into the net. Now Bajan back to serve for Martinsburg. Serve. Into the net. There's a mistake by the Bulldogs, giving the point right back to Hedgesville, making it 20-13. Sutherland to serve. To Ray. Zittel setting up Villa. It's out. Point Hedgesville, making it 21-13. This set all Hedgesville.
Yeah, it started off 8-8, and since then, Hedgesville's found their touch again. They've been locked in, and Martinsburg's just struggled to get anything going.
Serve error, though, by Sutherland, making it 21-14.
I think you could argue, too, even when it was kind of back and forth, it felt like more so Hedgesville was giving Martinsburg points than the Bulldogs were really earning them. And that's just stopped, and since then, Martinsburg hasn't found any offense.
King off tape, hits it across, though. Point Martinsburg as that one from Brown hits off the antenna and nearly knocked it off the net. So that'll need to be fixed here at 21-15.
Yeah, a lot of power in that Gracie Brown swing.
So we're going to have to wait here for the official to make sure the antenna is set. And Coach Anderson now talking with her about something. Not sure what.
Whatever it is, she seems pretty frustrated about it.
I agree. She threw that book down, and here we go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Point Hedgesville off block of Villa, making it 22-15. The depth for Hedgesville is really standing out here in set 3.
Yeah, I mean, this team, like I said in the pregame, it seems like Martinsburg's got a lot of good players. They got a lot of depth themselves, but Hedgesville's just different.
Villa gets blocked by Brown, making it 23-15.
I think Martinsburg might burn the timeout, or they might just let it play out, it seems like. Maybe just move on to set 4.
Hedgesville serve. Pass off block. Groves. Here comes Hedgesville with Brown. It's in. 24-15. Set point opportunity for the Eagles. on the verge of going up 2-1.
Gracie seems locked in now on a new level. Her and Parker Sutherland have just got it going for this team.
Free ball. Brown to put away, set 3. Can't do so just yet as that gets blocked. And that time it is out. Walter sends it long, point Martinsburg, but now you're in that tough spot. And ISA Villa at 24-16.
You got to be perfect.
Yep.
But you already had to be perfect anyway, but you're serving now. So one missed serve, and you go up the set.
Brown. Off the rafters again. And there you go. That is how the third set comes to an end. Point Hedgesville. They dominate set number 3 and take it 25-16 over Martinsburg to go up 2-1. So we'll step aside and take another 1-minute break and then be back with set number 4 here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse on TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube. EPAC volleyball action for you between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. Hedgesville has taken a 2-1 lead over the Bulldogs after Martinsburg started off up 1-0. They took the first set 25-18, but Hedgesville stormed back in the second set. They were down 24-21, had 5 straight points to take set 2, 26-24. And then in set number 3, it was sheer domination by Hedgesville, 25-16. The final in set 3 for the defending state champion Lady Eagles, as we now head to the 4th set, brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call them at 304-263-3361, as well as the Larry DeMarco team of Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area, call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222 or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. Nick, does Martinsburg have it within them to force a set 5 in your mind?
I don't think so, honestly. I mean, I kind of felt like at the end of set 2 that they might be in trouble because they had a big lead and then they let it slip there in set 2. So I didn't want to completely count them out after set 2, though, because I felt like overall they were still playing the better volleyball. But set 3, Hedgesville really started to dominate. Gracie Brown and Parker Sutherland were tremendous, and I feel like it's going to be very tough now to respond after that set. But I will say that Martinsburg at times has proved me wrong here tonight already. So, I don't know. I'm not great at making predictions sometimes, but I do think Hedgesville has found it. Martinsburg seems to have lost a little bit of what makes them special, which is their energy, their heart, their passion. Not that they're not playing hard, but it just seems like at times they just haven't had what they had in the first few sets or what they had against Musselman. So we'll see. Coach is, making her argument here about something. Not sure what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wants to look out for something, I guess. And I mean, Coach Anderson's done a great job, though. Even though this team's going to be 1-2 possibly Again, it's not over, so I don't want to completely count up a win to Hedgesville. Even if they sit at 1-2, their schedule is very tough. You had to play Musselman and Hedgesville in your first 3 games, and they've battled and looked the best I've seen them against these teams possibly at all. So that's been impressive. And volleyball's a weird game. One set you can look great, and the next set you can look terrible. So who knows?
Back and forth we go to begin set number 4. And that is out. Ray, just a little bit too much seasoning on that one, making it 1-0 Hedgesville.
Some people say you can never have too much seasoning.
Well, that's just not true. That time she put the right amount of seasoning. See? It's 1-1.
I'm with you. I mean, probably depends on some of the seasonings, I guess. But
I mean, if it's Old Bay, you're correct. You can never have too much Old Bay. But I don't know. There's such a thing as too much pepper.
Too much pepper for
too
sure.
much salt, yeah. But not Old Bay. 2-1 Hedgesville.
I think what people mean maybe is you can mix in as many different seasonings as you want. But you can't use too much of one individual seasoning. I don't know. We're going to talk cooking after the Cooking with Colin and Nick. Weekdays at 9.
I'm just hungry right now, so apologies to those tuning in. Get focused back on the match as a block there gives the point to Hedgesville as up front. Trying to see who that was. It looks like Laughwell. I think Sutherland also there, making it 3-1. Groves to serve. Ray. Zittel. And that is a tough angle, a free ball in the ends. Here comes Brown just punching it across as her timing wasn't there as well. Teasley trying to get going. It's been a tough go-around for her tonight. And a mistake by Brown. It's 4 hits by Hedgesville, making it a point for Martinsburg. Score now 3-2 Hedgesville.
That was just kind of a bad volley on both sides, and ended up working out for Martinsburg.
It's been the case a few times, it feels like, here since set 3 began. There's an ace for Martinsburg, and does that give them life, making it 3-3? That's what was lacking in set 3. You didn't have that.
No, you weren't able to get that momentum, get that excitement. They get it here, so that's good to see. But
well, it's followed with an error.
Yeah, followed with a service error. So some of that can really drain your energy and drain your life. You try to stay upbeat, try to stay excited about the match, but then you just have little things like a service error can just be so costly.
Well, it's followed by a service error.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter.
And that has been something that Hedgesville has run into a good bit tonight. They cleaned it up, though, in that third set.
Yeah.
It's Bajan to serve now. And that is just barely in. It's an ace for Martinsburg, giving them a 5-4 lead, and you got to follow it out, Groves.
Yeah, unfortunately there, Hedgesville didn't do that. Martinsburg, though, give credit to Bajan for finding a way to place that ball. Too hard.
And now it's out.
Yeah.
This is getting very sloppy. 5-5.
Sometimes that's kind of how these late sets go. You know, they get a little sloppy, especially at the beginning. And then a team kind of figures things out. And that's why you can't really count out Martinsburg, because Hedgesville's been a different version of themselves at times tonight, just not looking their
That's
best.
a fantastic serve. Where did that come from?
I'm not really
it's
sure.
An ace for
Hedgesville.
Hedgesville.
It was big.
Freshman Lauren Barnhart
Yeah, I mean, Coach gave her a lot of praise in the pregame, so shouldn't be too surprised.
Wow.
That one, though, goes right in the net. So,
what is going on? Can we get
this is how the last
Can
set
we get
started,
back-to-back going around?
I don't think we've had in a while.
Ace service error.
Yeah.
That's what we've had here to start the fourth set at 6-6.
The team's really even traded.
Service error.
Traded any volleys.
If we get another one, I'm taking the headset off and going home.
Well, you got to wait to do that, Colin. I would miss you.
I'll miss you too.
But
here's Brown to serve.
I bet you she gets an ace.
Nope. We have play.
You just need me to say something.
Off block. Here we go. Brown. A liner. But somehow, some way, Palmer kept that one alive in her first action tonight. So that goes off block. Bishop gets the point for Hedgesville.
Well, there we go. A little bit of change of pace to the match.
8-6 Eagles here in the fourth set.
It's about where Hedgesville started their big run last time.
Free ball. Bishop. Point Hedgesville.
Yeah, Amy Bishop doing a great job on these last two swings, able to work through a block and then that time just get a clean spike for the kill.
Martinsburg's just letting it become too easy for Hedgesville.
Yeah, I mean, Hedgesville's really good.
Yes, they are. Well, there's a service error.
I think that is very true. Martinsburg's a good team. But Hedgesville, I mean, they're the defending state champs. They got, again, like everybody pretty much back. They had their issues early on tonight. They've tried to clean them up. Still not their best volleyball, but they'll take it if they can find a way to win.
A clean serve across for Martinsburg. That goes off block. Hedgesville keeps it alive. Here's Bishop again. Tapping it over the block. Kings there to recover. Ray. Off block. Point Martinsburg. 9-8. Hedgesville up by 1. Can we get some energy back in here?
Yeah, I mean, it's Tuesday. Some of the kids have gone home, it seems like.
There's an ace. Villa ties us up at 9.
But again, you don't want to completely count out Martinsburg here tonight, even when it feels like Hedgesville's taking control. So
serve across to Groves. It's another ace for Martinsburg as that goes into the stands. Timeout, Hedgesville. As Martinsburg takes a 10-9 lead. Step aside, take a 30-second break. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Is it just me, or is
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Bishop with the kill, making it 10-10.
well, last set really felt like the Gracie Brown set. This feels like Emmy Bishop's set so far. I think that's like her third or fourth kill.
Yeah.
Just in the set alone. So she's starting to take over a little bit on the outside, and it's positive for Hedgesville anytime they can get somebody to contribute.
Gross. It's an ace. Villa puts that one into the bench. Hedgesville retakes the lead at 11-10. Madison Groves trying to get that lead back for Hedgesville. She gets the ball back. puts it into the net.
Yeah, I've been surprised with how many of those we've had out of Hedgesville.
I feel like half the points have been that here this set.
Yeah, players that don't typically do that, though, like Groves.
Yeah.
And Sykes, even.
Rupenthal across to Brown. Sutherland over the block. Kept alive. Free ball. Out. Point Hedgesville. 12-11, they lead.
Sometimes, serving can kind of be like hitting or pitching in baseball. It can be a little contagious, it feels like. See here if Sykes can get it rolling. Maybe she can get herself locked in with some good serves. We know she's highly capable.
King for Bajan off block. They get the point for the Bulldogs, and we're tied at 12. Here comes Teasley and Zittel. Bass and King check out.
Yeah, Martinsburg's still very much in this match, so no reason to give up here. See if they can keep fighting and maybe find a way to force a set 5. I mean, set 3 was very clearly Hedgesville proving how
There's
good
a block.
they could be.
Ray very close to the net, and Sutherland's brings it across and gets the point. Martinsburg was trying to say she came over the net to make contact. Official says no.
I thought maybe she did from up here as well. It kind of just seemed like she was like, you guys don't need to hit it over, I'll just finish it, which I guess wouldn't be within the rules. So
Bajan slip. The attack goes to the opposite side, though. There's a block. It is out, though. Point Hedgesville, making it 14-12.
That's always tough. I mean, you get a good block, but unfortunately, you just
gets tooled.
Yeah. Can't keep it in, so we'll go to a 2-point lead here for Hedgesville.
Villa.
Great job.
Zittel for Teasley. Down line, point Martinsburg, and there you go. That's what she's needed.
Yeah,
this side for her.
Yeah, she makes up for the block not going her way and comes back with a big kill.
What I was trying to say there was it was from the left side. A lot of her attacks have been from the right side here tonight. As Ray serves it across. Great job by Groves to keep it alive. Now a block. Bajan tries to keep it alive. Can't do so. Point Hedgesville, making it 15-13. Back to serve now is Sutherland for the Eagles. Her serve across. And it's an ace. Tough contact there is Palmer. Rupenthal too close to the net, and Walters says thank you very much. Point Hedgesville, and they extend the lead now to 4 at 17-13. And that's going to cause Ray to come in for Palmer.
Yeah. Martinsburg was frustrated with how they've been doing on these serve receives.
Sutherland to Rupenthal. Zittel for Villa. Villa the killer, making it 17-14.
Yeah, it's moments like that that make you feel like Martinsburg could still have a chance here tonight to come back and possibly win this set. Villa, one of the top players in the EPAC.
Brown off block. It's going to be tough here. McMillan over the block, diving for it and keeping it alive, though. It was too close to the net for Sykes to get. Point Martinsburg, making it 17-15. Groves had the dig, put it too close to the net. Bajan to serve again. Her serve. Brown, who puts it towards the rafters. Sykes towards the bench. Free ball. McMillan hits it across in one. Hedgesville trying to capitalize. It's blocked off the net. Point Eagles as Brown makes it 18-15. Like the idea, they just couldn't execute. Hedgesville 7 points away from victory. And now we'll pause as looks like there's some moisture on the court of Martinsburg's side that they want to clean up with a washcloth. Here we go. Serving is Barnhart. It's a line drive to Ray. Zittel for McMillan. Blocked. Point Hedgesville. 19-15 as Walters is there. Another solid serve for Hedgesville. Here comes Villa. Off block, kept alive. Hedgesville trying to create some offense. Ware puts it into the net. Point Martinsburg. 19-16 now. Some substitutions here as Martinsburg brings in King and Bass. King, Grove, very close to the net. And it's a point for Martinsburg as Brown puts it off the divider. Sure I said it correctly this time. 19-17. Here's King.
Yeah, that's frustrating that aims so low.
Brown, Ray towards the bench. King tries to keep it alive. Couldn't do so. Point Hedgesville making it 20-17. Brown to serve. Brown. Cross for Villa. King for Bass. Bishop. Point Martinsburg as a tough pass there by Brown for Bishop. Made it too tough of an angle to get to. It's 20-18 now. Is Villa to serve.
Give credit to Martinsburg. They've stuck around here in this fourth set, even when things at times haven't looked great.
Ware blocked. Point Martinsburg.
Still very much in.
They're back within one at 20-19.
That's why you can't count them out, Colin. Completely.
Can they tie it up? Bishop. Puts it back up by two.
But this is
great connection.
Set.
Bishop, Barnhart back to Bishop. 21-19.
I mean, Bishop has been killing it, if you will, from that outside hitter position in this fourth set. Groves
to serve. Rubenthal. King for Ray. Point Martinsburg. The Bulldogs trying to have one last hurrah to force a fifth set.
Yeah. I mean, Hedgesville's been in control. They've been in control, but Martinsburg doesn't just go down without a fight.
Rubenthal to Bishop. Set up for Sutherland's. Point Hedgesville. 22-20. Eagles.
But that's kind of what makes Hedgesville different and so special is they just have so many players that can attack. And Martinsburg can get one of those big attacks every once in a while. Hedgesville has the ability to possibly get it every
Sykes serves. Free ball. Sutherland. Ray into the net. The mistake gives the point to Hedgesville, making it 23-20.
Yeah, I mean, you have those outside hitters with their height, Gracie Brown and Sutherland and Bishop going up for big blocks.
Sykes to Villa. It's out. Martinsburg said that it was off block. They don't get the call. It's 24-20. Hedgesville with match point.
Sykes, I thought for a second, was going to touch it as well, but she didn't. So
Sykes trying to give Hedgesville the win. Timeout, Martinsburg first. See if they can ice her. I'll keep things here. Hedgesville was down 1-0, almost down 2-0, but they were able to storm back and now are 1 point away from the win.
Yeah, no, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't necessarily what you maybe expected out of Hedgesville tonight. They still got, though, a great chance to put it away right here. Give credit to Martinsburg. They've shown a ton of fight here in this fourth set after the third set was the best Hedgesville's looked all night. So, you know, you had it, right? It kind of felt like you had set two, so there'll definitely be some frustrations if Martinsburg can't come back.
Sykes to Villa. Here's King for Ray. Blocked, and that's the game. Hedgesville takes set 4, 25-20 over Martinsburg, and takes the match 3-1. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we'll return to wrap things up with our post-game show. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in a minute.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and
system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Hedgesville against the win over Martinsburg, 3-1 in varsity volleyball action. Post-game show brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's, as well as Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields & Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. At the start, it looked like Martinsburg was the better team. They took the first set 25-18. Set number 2, they had control of. They were up 24-21. Match point to go up 2-0. Hedgesville, though, stormed back, got 5 straight points, and then it was all Eagles the rest of the way with an emphatic set 3 win, 25-16, followed by a set 4 win of 25-20. Nick, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think Martinsburg proved that they have definitely arrived as a team that can compete with Hedgesville and Musselman and possibly even beat one of them on a really good night. First 2 sets, you know, this team looked like they had it and had a chance to go up 2-0, but unfortunately for them, Hedgesville turned into Hedgesville in the final few moments of that second set, and then once they locked back in, they started to play much better volleyball, started executing their offense. It kind of just felt like from the moment that they took set 2 that it was in some ways over because Hedgesville had figured some things out. But I still think Martinsburg has clearly proven to be a contender to possibly make a run for the state tournament this year and has made things a lot more interesting than they are most years in the EPAC, which is something to be said. So they're a 1-2 team, but they're a really solid 1-2 team. I think they're going to at least finish possibly with a winning record and be one of the better teams in the area this year and possibly be one of the 2 teams headed to the States. And it's only September, so there's a lot of volleyball left to be played, a lot of development between all of these teams. But I've been very impressed with the early start for Martinsburg. Hedgesville at times has had some shakeups here in the early goings, but they still got a lot back. I think they still have a chance to win states. But tonight was maybe a little bit of a wake-up call in some ways that Martinsburg at least is a team to respect and a possible contender.
That'll do it for us here this evening. Our next broadcast of high school volleyball will be Tuesday, September 9th, as Washington takes on Martinsburg here in the field house. Same time, 6 p.m., JV action, varsity to follow. Don't miss out, though, high school football this Friday night, as we will have the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Huntington Highlanders, battle of 2 of the best teams in 4A here in the state of West Virginia. For Dylan Bishop back at the studio, as well as our camera crew, Kyler High, Alec Epperson, on-site producer John Alderton, alongside me, Nick Verzolini. I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off. Hedgesville takes it 3-1 over Martinsburg. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a good rest of your evening.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage has been brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.